You are about to experience the Drunken Peasants podcast, the greatest podcast in human history. Please recognize that this podcast is designed to be amusing and entertaining, and thus we engage in satirical comments, exaggerations, and even dirty jokes. If you are offended by such things, please go away and die. If you enjoy this podcast, we ask that you help to support its existence by contributing to our Patreon at patreon.com/DP. Contributors get regular access to monthly private shows, special commentaries, Google Hangouts with the peasants, and more. If you don't want to do that, you can also support the show by visiting audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants to get a free audiobook and access to over 150,000 audiobook titles, including great selections on science and skepticism. And if you shop on Amazon.com, we strongly urge you to use one of the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of our videos. You can help support the show simply by using our link to buy things you were going to buy anyway. Now that we've got all that shit out of the way, sit back and enjoy the show.
Coming to you live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Suck it!
There are starving children in the world, right?
Show me a child. Show me some empirical evidence it's happened. Yes, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Lick my butthole,
What the fuck is going on?
Nothing, TJ. You're garbage. You're garbage, TJ.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ. Welcome, everyone, to the Drunken Peasants podcast, where we DP the fuck out of the internet. And we have a great show planned, and we do have a mystery guest lined up that we're going to bring on the show in a few minutes here.
Mystery guest.
Yes.
Mystery guest.
Shut up, TJ.
Mystery guest. It's gonna be very sexual.
It is.
Sexual guest.
It's gonna be a lot of sexual tension in this room.
Between you and the mystery guest, TJ?
No, between everyone here. It's just gonna be.
It's going to be a sexual orgy.
Like between you and Scotty, too?
Yeah, this
That's
guest is
disgusting.
gonna bring out the sexual tension
You're
between
a disgusting pile of shit, TJ.
You know, I do get messages asking me that all the time. If you guys are like, you know, if there's something going on. Yeah, I get that all the time. Even more so than between me and TJ.
Some very misguided individuals on the internet. As we all know. TJ is like completely and utterly unattractive as a human being. So I don't know why anyone could possibly think that TJ would have a chance with me.
He's completely unattractive as a human being.
Wow.
So what about other species?
Dagger
maybe?
to my heart, Scotty.
No,
Dagger.
Maybe a platypus would get with TJ. Platypus would look at TJ and be like, damn.
Get me some platypussy. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, you will, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're venomous, though, unfortunately. So.
Yeah, they have venomous spurs.
Yeah, so...
TJ, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're just a high school dropout. You're not qualified to talk
You're
about
not qualified to even have a conversation with us. Get the fuck out of here, TJ. You're not even qualified.
Sorry, I'll just look down.
You uneducated fucking swine. Get the fuck out of here.
You know, it's really sad. I just heard that Brent Spiner has canceled his appearance at Columbus Comic-Con.
What? The Jesuit clone.
Yeah, so
fucking canceled.
He knew we were coming.
Gale tipped him off.
Why would Gale help the Jesuits?
This
conspiracy goes a little deeper than we even
So
imagined.
Gale actually is a Jesuit.
Yeah, I think I said too much already.
Holy shit.
I was just kidding, guys. Gale would never do that. Gale is firmly opposed to the Jesuits.
What does Scotty know?
That's all I can say right now.
Scotty's got the inside track on this shit.
And by the way, we know the debate's going on. We're going to wait for the debate to finish.
Or is it?
And we will cover it on the next episode when we have Kyle Kalinske on. We'll go ahead and cover the highlights of tonight's Republican debate once it's over.
What if his middle name starts with a K as well? Because his initials are KKK.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
man.
That's a slide whistle joke.
Yeah, I got it.
You know who's a racist, though? In all seriousness, Paul's ego.
Yeah.
Guy's a total racist.
That's true. Hey, Scotty. It's not a Jesus man thing.
Okay, what?
Jesus man.
Oh, Scotty, don't get up too fast. You're moving like lightning at this point. TJ.
There's no way I could avoid this.
Yeah, you see?
Ah! He caught me off guard.
Yeah.
I didn't have ample.
Yeah, we didn't see him getting up. It didn't.
No, actually, what I wanted to ask you, Scotty. What I wanted to ask you is, have you heard of the lawn god?
Yes.
The lawn god?
Yeah, he's an all-mowing being, Ben.
All mowing?
Yeah. You get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Was that a joke?
Yes.
It was terrible.
I know. I know.
Yeah, so before we move on here, before we bring our mystery guest on, did want to go over...
You know what? One lame fuck out there did laugh, though.
Was it you?
No. It was a really fat guy, fatter even than me.
Still sounds like you.
No, he has freckles.
Freckles.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I don't know. I just get that sense.
You're very observant, TJ.
And he was like, that's what he did.
All right, so...
All mowing. Bah!
We're coming towards the end of the month here.
Yeah.
And we do have some new Patreon perks, just in case anyone hasn't heard already. If you become a patron now before the end of the month, you will be eligible for these fantastic perks.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh, and by the way, it's looking like Scotty's going to have to eat an egg.
It looks that way.
Yeah, just based on this.
Based upon this.
Now, if there's a bunch of fucks that think you're being crafty that are just donating and then you're going to remove it right before it goes through, you know, if the correct amount doesn't come through, there's no egg eating that's going to be happening.
Don't try to play the game. The game will play you.
Don't try to play the game. Anyway, like 1 million people have asked me when Rage Feed is coming back, but yet only 63 patrons for the early access to the Rage Feed. We're coming back with Rage Feed next month. We're going to do these big streaming blocks that you guys will be able to see, and then we're going to cut them up and put them on the channel like weeks later. So you get early access to the Rage Feed shiznit for only $1.
Oh yeah. Did we decide the $10 perk? Is that are we going to do that? What we watched last night?
Oh yeah, we'll do that as the next one.
Okay, so the next one is TJ. Tell the audience what the next $10 perk is going to be.
Yeah, we're gonna do commentary on Masters of the Universe.
Yes, starring Dolph Lundgren and Courtney Cox.
Yes,
and
great
Tom
movie.
Paris, Lieutenant Paris will be there as well.
Yeah.
So $10 patrons, be on the lookout for that in the next few days.
It's gonna be fun-tastic.
Yeah, we watched it, so we're gonna be really good.
We watched it last night.
Yeah, we sat through the whole thing.
We sat through the whole miserable fucking
There may
thing.
have been some pan involved. Maybe just a little bit of pan, you know. Just a tiny bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, you know. We were frying
And
up.
one person. There's still one left if you want to play Cards Against Humanity with us. Which we're going to win, of course, because we're the Drunken Peasants.
Yeah, so what we'll do with that is we'll get everyone into one game of Cards Against Humanity, maybe half. You know, maybe we'll do 5 and 5.
Sure.
But we'll go ahead and get everyone into a Hangout or a group Skype call, and we'll record it from our end, and then we'll post it up as a video, too, so everyone can see it.
Yay. So everybody, sign up. Well, one person who can do it.
Yeah, one more person.
One more person. $100 pledge, yeah.
Yeah, those are those are like always sold out.
But no one has gotten the $1,000 per month pledge.
I'm so surprised.
Why not?
Because
do we have no eccentric millionaire fans?
We do not. We do not.
Come on, there's got to be one of you.
Our eccentric millionaire fans do other things with
Let's talk about the biggest long shot, though, the U.S. tour thing.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh. If we get $20,000 per month, the Drunken Peasants will embark on a road tour of no less than 6 American cities. No less.
We're probably going to put some more goals in between those two numbers. That's quite a ways.
Yeah,
but,
we're gonna have more goals, but that's the one that's up.
That would be our ultimate goal, and that would be really awesome.
What goal would it take for you to dress up as the egg bitch, Scotty?
Yeah, I wouldn't even put it on here.
What?
Okay, I'll put it as like $1 million. How about that?
Fuck, I'll do it for $5,000 as long as I get to keep it all.
If someone wants to give Ben $5,000, be my guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a personal deal of Ben's.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, Ben, if you can make money doing that.
Wearing a fucking tutu?
Yes, do it.
I mean, like,
if someone's like $5,000 to dress up as the egg bitch and be like, hey,
I can't believe Scotty wouldn't do it for $5,000.
I'd do it for $500.
How much fucking pride do you have, man?
Obviously.
I'd do it for $300.
Okay, that's good for you. Do you do it for fucking free? What are you even talking about?
Yes, if I could get
He's like, yeah.
You would do that for fucking
money,
free.
You know?
Oh, TJ, by the way, I've come up with a brilliant thing for eggs, too.
Okay.
That me and you discussed it tonight, but I think even you'll be on board with this.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know.
You've got an idea that's so good that even I'm going to be like, yeah.
You're going to be swayed, and we can even film the trailer this weekend. I already have an idea for it, so.
All right, well, we'll see.
Hopefully you'll agree with me.
We'll hear your lousy idea.
No, you're going to like it,
and
trust
I'll dismiss
me.
it
You're going to like it.
It's garbage.
The fucking people will like it most of all, TJ.
It's fucking garbage.
So, Scotty, let's clear something up really quick before we bring the guest on.
What?
Is Bill Maher an anti-vaxxer?
No.
I would say yes.
He doesn't identify that way. He even has said several times he's not an anti-vaxxer.
But that's like after he got some heat, he backed down. Like his initial statements were very anti-vax.
If he backed down, then he's basically realized he's wrong.
Well, I don't know if he's realized he's wrong or if he's just a.
I mean,
rhetoric.
every few years he comes back out with this anti-vaxxer rhetoric.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he has said that stuff, but like anything else, like I don't have to justify Bill Maher's beliefs on one thing. Like
No, that's fine. But you
agree.
said that when someone has that belief, their credibility is gone with you.
I would say a good chunk of his credibility is gone when he says that.
I'll agree. Yeah, I think a good chunk of his credibility is gone when he says that. I mean, it has to be. I honestly, and I view Bill Maher as more as a political pundit. I don't really, when he starts talking about health, I kind of just tune him out because he doesn't.
I view him as a stand-up comedian.
Yeah,
but. I mean, that's fine. That's like saying, if someone else, like Rob Schneider maybe, is a stand-up comedian, but he's an anti-vaxxer, right?
Yeah, but I don't find him funny, though.
No, but that wasn't your reason for saying you think he's stupid the other day when we were talking about him in the car.
I would say he's never demonstrated himself to be intelligent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say Bill Maher has demonstrated himself to be pretty wise and prescient on certain issues.
Also, Rob Schneider was, when Deuce Bigalow 2 came out, was like...
Deuce Bigalow 2.
Yeah, when it came out, he was like, a bunch of people basically destroyed the movie because it was a piece of shit movie.
Yes.
I mean, obviously.
Sure.
And he's like, and this one guy that did a review, he's like, you don't have a Pulitzer Prize. And then Roger Ebert destroyed him.
No, wait, hold on. Rob Schneider put out a fucking... a full-page ad in, like, I don't know, some LA magazine or some shit.
Okay.
Saying that, writing a letter to this critic and, like, basically saying, you can't criticize me because you don't even have a Pulitzer Prize. And it's like, you don't need a Pulitzer Prize to know that Deuce Bigalow 2 is shit. But then Roger Ebert was like, in my capacity as a Pulitzer Prize winner, your movie sucks. And that's the
other thing, too, is Rob Schneider's been in a lot of terrible movies I've had to
That's fine, but that wasn't the reasoning you gave.
Sure. You can do it!
You told me that, and then, like, later on we listened to that other anti-vaxxer person, and you freaked out on them, and then, like, later on...
Well, I would call Bill Maher on it, too, if I was ever debating him, because I don't agree with him on it.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't sit there and be like, oh, Bill Maher's just right. I mean, I'd like some of the other stuff he's done, sure. And I mean, obviously,
that's the point I'm trying to make.
That does influence
you can like things that people do. Well, we were talking about Jim Carrey. You're like, well, Jim Carrey, he's an idiot piece of shit, too.
Yeah, but
you've never watched But you never watched a Jim Carrey movie and enjoyed it?
Maybe 15, 20 years ago.
Okay.
I mean, I know you're trying to play as cognitive dissonance, and I mean, that's fine. That's a valid thing to point out, but I mean, everyone does that. You would do that, TJ would. I'm sure everyone's done that to some person. It's like, I
would say the best example of cognitive dissonance is when people do and don't believe that the states should decide.
Yeah.
Because pretty much whenever a state is doing politics you like, it's like, state, let the states decide.
Right.
Yeah. But whenever states are doing something you don't like, it's like, fuck, the federal government needs to intervene.
All right,
but
so...
I'm definitely guilty of that, sure. There's no denying.
Okay. Well, at least you can admit it. I would admit it if, like, obviously I know I've done it at some point. I just can't.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's done it at some point.
Yeah, let's get Patrick Coleman on the phone. Patrick Coleman, he's a shaman from Chicago, Illinois. And we're bringing him on the line right now.
A Chicago shaman.
Hopefully he answers. We actually have to call him because shamans can't use Skype.
No, I didn't know.
It's a tool of the system.
Is this Patrick?
Hi, Patrick. This is Ben and TJ and Scotty with the Drunken Peasants.
Yeah,
how are you
doing?
Oh my God, you lovely boys. How are you doing?
Pretty
Wonderful.
amazing.
We're doing well.
We just wanted to have you on the show again. It's been over a year, and the last time the Men in Black came and got you or something.
Well, the Men in Black visited me, but I want you to know that my ex-fiance's mother, she hired hitmen to kill me. So that's not an imagination thing. She's like, my ex-fiance's mother hired hitmen to kill me. Like,
wow.
I received death threats. It was like amazing. It was like, what would that do to you? You know what I'm
must have some
saying?
ninja skills to avoid 3 assassins. That's pretty crazy.
Oh, fuck, I got the skills, motherfucker. I got the skills.
This dude's like Spider-Man. They come after him, he's like, boom, he's gone. I mean, shit, if you have 3 people after you, you'd have to be like that, admittedly.
No, she was like involved with the mob and everything. Like, people were we were trying to escape.
Was it the Italian mob?
She's a shot
Russian
caller,
mob,
man. She's a shot caller. She calls what happens to people. She has that kind of power.
Fuck my ex-boyfriend.
She's a made woman.
Fuck my ex-boyfriend. Because as soon as we were broken up, he was like, "You are the reason for all my problems." I was like, your narcissistic, psychopathic mother created all this trauma for us. Fuck you.
There's a lot of questions. Yeah. There's a lot of things I want to talk about. Oh no, go ahead, Patrick. What did you want to talk about?
Let's talk about the secret war on shamanism.
That's what I want to talk about.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
We'll ask him other stuff when we're done with this subject.
Tell us what's going on in the world of shamanism.
Okay, shamans exist for a very specific purpose. They exist to cure the ills of society, and mental illness does not exist. It is a psychiatric and government conspiracy to imprison and enslave shamans to be.
Right. So that's like, how long has that been going on?
But I have a question. How do they identify the shaman, according to you? Like, how would they know?
Okay,
specifically?
So the schizophrenic has a one perspective. Like, the schizophrenic does not know what the fuck is going on. Mm-hmm. But the shaman realizes that there's multiple perspectives, there's multiple dimensions, and there's multiple perspectives. So the shaman and the schizophrenic are... Have you read the book Shamans Among Us?
Oh, no. Yes, of course.
No,
yes.
We have not.
No, I've read it.
No, you've not. Oh, no,
I have. I have so read it. How can you sit here and call me a liar?
Oh, because I'm psychic, bitch.
So, Patrick, before we go on, I have a question. So,
okay.
The way you became a shaman was another soul entered your body. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a soul transfer.
Okay, and before that, your name was Eric, and you became Patrick after that. Is that right?
My name was Eric Durkholz. I had written several novels. I had written lots of books. I've done lots. Have you seen Anything Bows, the web series that the Bo Ratliff entity did?
Yes.
Okay, so there were several helper entities to get me into this body to do the work that I'm supposed to do now.
So what happened to your old soul? Did they just throw that in the trash, or what's going on with that one?
He's off doing wonderful things in awesome dimensions.
What kind of wonderful things is he doing?
Probably curing AIDS.
Curing AIDS
Wow.
in alternate dimensions. So
pretty impressive.
Yeah.
maybe you should cure AIDS in this dimension, because it sounds like your other part of your soul was doing better than you're doing.
That's true.
You know, I thought the new shaman soul was supposed to be the superior being. It sounds like you should have just stayed Eric. He's off curing AIDS.
Okay, can I explain something to you? When
Sure.
this shit happens, when this shit happens to you, when you are revealed the secrets of the universe, and you are revealed everything, like how reality works, when you are revealed the secrets of the universe, it's hard to take. It's like, fuck, really? And I'm just playing with you guys because I know what's up. And I know that you are brilliant and beautiful men, and you're brilliant and beautiful men, and I love you so much. But you don't know how reality works.
All right. So, and I did want to touch on that a little more because
guys. Oh,
Hello?
here's my girlfriend.
Hello,
guys. How you doing?
Doing great.
That's wonderful.
Now,
I'm like a man, but I'm like not.
Okay.
I have a boyfriend
We're down.
and a
It's all good.
girlfriend.
hold on a second. Hold on a second, Patrick. I thought you were a MGTOW, and now you have a girlfriend?
Well, I'm MGTOW, but I realize that females are mostly psychopaths. So but Naywalt, not all women are like that. Not all women are like that. So I found a woman, and she is fine, and she is not a psychopath. So,
or so she would have you believe. So tell me some of the secrets of the universe. I want to know some of the secrets.
They were revealed to you.
Yeah, like tell me one secret of the universe.
This reality is an illusion.
Okay.
Oh.
So what's really going on?
This reality is an illusion. You create your own reality by your thoughts, emotions, your feelings. Everything you see is you are making it happen. You are making it happen while you are existing. Like, you project your thoughts out into reality. I know it's hard to explain, but TJ, am I talking to TJ now?
TJ's here, yes.
Yeah, he's here right now.
So basically there is no spoon,
TJ.
is what you're saying, right?
They're like, you project your own reality. You are the creator of your own reality. So if you're
if I'm like, let me just ask you a question then. Like, if I'm in a store and I'm like holding and staring at a bottle of like not a bottle but a box of like Captain Crunch or something, am I creating that Captain Crunch with my mind?
You created that Captain Crunch with your mind.
Because see, I thought it was like General Mills or whatever company makes it.
No, they don't make it. You create that shit with your mind.
Wow. I wish I could create some better shit, like, you know. I mean, like, I should be living in, if I was creating shit with my mind, I'd be living in, like, some kind of crazy palace with opulence and like, gold and shit.
No. Do you know the shit that I manifested? I have manifested so much shit in my life. Like, me being a shaman.
But, I mean, I go like 3 or 4 times a day,
so much shit in my life.
Yeah.
Like, I am golden. Like, you know, I had a mental breakdown.
That's so surprising.
Oh my God! Quit calling me crazy.
I didn't say anything.
No. He said on Twitter that we use armchair psychology on him, and that psychology and psychiatry are pseudoscience. Is that correct?
But psychiatrists have deemed me not mentally ill. Can I get that straight?
So why are you so against him then? It seems like the system works. You're not mentally ill. Psychiatrists have said so. They gave you the stamp of sanity.
Okay,
Sane.
So let's move on from the shamanism.
Okay.
Where I am a shaman and I help people. I've done thousands of readings. I'm like, how much evidence do you need? Do you need evidence? Do you need the testimonials? What do you need? TJ.
Yes.
Tell me what you need. What do you need?
What do you need, TJ?
Yeah.
I don't know. I need like a meatball sub, I think. That'd be really good right now.
Oh my God. I would love a
yeah, sure. But no, I mean, like,
awesome.
it would be, wouldn't it? If you can manifest a meatball sub into my hands right now, I will be a believer.
Yes.
All right.
Meatball sub.
Okay, I'm gonna
Meatball sub.
Meatball sub. Meatball sub. Meatball sub. Meatball sub. Meatball sub.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
That is beyond my powers. I cannot manifest.
Oh, man. Well, what can you do?
Can you do a
What
pencil?
can I do? I can tell you I love you, and I think you're awesome, and I think you're brilliant, and I think you're beautiful.
Well, it's
And I
very
think that
flattering, but I
everything-
don't know if it proves that you have shamanistic abilities.
Okay, what do I have to do to prove to you that I have shamanistic
The
ability?
meatball sub.
Well, what can you think of to prove it to me?
Why do you hate yourself so much?
I don't know. Tell me, you're the shaman.
Because your podcast is full of hatred and full
Yeah.
of...
Only a shaman would have that kind of insight, guys. I mean, it's evident to me at this point.
You're convinced now, TJ?
Yeah, I believe he's a shaman because he pointed out that our podcast is full of hate. And I see now the error in my hateful ways.
I wouldn't even say it's full of hate. It's more like...
No, I mean, like, we don't... I wouldn't say we're hate-filled. I would say, like, someone like... well, we're not, he who must not be named is hate-filled.
Yeah.
But, you know.
So, are we
We're
talking
nice.
about Cthulhu? Are we talking about Cthulhu now? Are we talking about Cthulhu now?
No.
Or Frederick
No.
Nietzsche?
No, but we can
I mean,
talk about Cthulhu if you want
Yeah.
to. What are your thoughts on Cthulhu?
Cthulhu is a dark god who is waiting to destroy humanity.
Sweet.
Cool.
I'm on his side.
Yeah, you did have that shirt for
I'm-
years.
But you're
So
an
would
atheist.
you-
You're an atheist. Okay,
Yes,
let's talk
I want-
Let's talk about atheism. Let's talk about atheism.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds
Okay.
good.
Okay. So, atheist. I used to be an atheist,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and then I had a God experience.
But was this Patrick that was an atheist, or was this Eric that was an
That's a good
atheist?
question.
Well, I have two souls, so it's like a weird thing. Did you put the cute? I can't see. Did you put the cute picture of me up?
No, I didn't. I didn't get around to doing that. But everyone will be able to go, and I'm also going to have a link to your channel in the description, also. So.
Okay. Well, the main thing I want to get across to you is former atheists have a God experience, like you've never been at the mercy of God. When your life rips apart,
Okay.
it's only you and God. It's only you and God. You go through a dark night of the soul.
But that's what we call an argument from personal experience. You know, anyone could make that same claim. I could say, you know, Thor talked to me, and now I believe in Norse mythology because I had this experience. And plenty of people who are
But Thor-
Christians or Muslim
Thor
will say that that's not true. I did not have that experience. I mean, anyone can make a claim. It's just that's basically not enough evidence.
So, like, if I wanted to get into
I
the
know.
shamanism business, like, if I wanted to become a shaman, like, is there someone I could write to, or...
That is true. How do you
No.
become a shaman?
Like, do I have to go to shaman school?
Okay.
We were wondering
Can
that
I
last time.
tell-
How do you
can I-
become? Yes.
Can I tell you how you become a shaman?
Yes, that'd be
Yes.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, you have your life ripped apart. You
Okay.
have your
Okay.
life ripped apart. You have everything you love and everything you cherish taken from you.
Okay.
You have the way of shamanism is you have everything you love and everything you cherish taken away from you. The spirit's taken away from you. And then the shaman has to build himself up. And then in that process, the shaman gains the wisdom and the insight to help others.
Wow. So, basically, you go through a bunch of shit, and then you can help others through their shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I can't, like on the last podcast, you said, like, to heal broken bones or cure me of AIDS. We don't have to do that anymore. Our shamans, we don't have to do that anymore.
Why not?
Because
Aren't
they're-
there's still people with
because-
broken bones and AIDS? I mean,
That's
they could
true.
probably still use some help from shamans.
But shamans exist mainly now for mental problems because most of the problems in society are mental. They feel like they have bipolar. They feel like they have mental depression. But all you have to do is have fun. All you have to do is have fun. Like, that's the call of shamanism, is to feel good.
So basically, like, if someone comes to you and it's like, I'm bipolar, you're like, just have fun. And the bipolar will melt away.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
Stop,
that's interesting.
Being so oh, and you mentioned on the last podcast that, like, you know, I'm staying up cleaning my bathroom for 3 hours. Well, clean your fucking bathroom for 3 hours. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares if you clean your bathroom for 3 hours? Fucking
That's 3 hours longer than TJ cleans his bathroom.
That's true.
But I'm saying, you know, if someone feels like compelled to clean a room that's already clean, I mean, that's not something that's enriching or benefiting their lives.
How long did it take him to jack off? Let's answer this question.
I don't know.
Depends on how long it takes him to find the tweezers in the magnifying glass.
Yeah. How long will that be, TJ? About 2 minutes?
I love you. Can I say I love you guys so much? You're brilliant and you're beautiful, and I love you.
You're just a gushy fuck.
You don't make fun of me. You don't make fun of me. You make light of me. And
yes.
That is brilliant and beautiful.
You know what? You and there's another guy we have on the show, G-Time Johnny. I think there'd be so much love going on if you guys ever talked with each other.
Yeah, they need
because
to,
he loves every cell of your body.
Yeah, he does.
And he owns every cell of your body with his eyes as well.
But I have a boyfriend who is good at tarot, so...
Neat. I was thinking about giving atheist tarot readings to people.
Atheist tarot readings, huh?
Yep.
But you're an atheist, so
I know. They're going to be atheist tarot readings, though.
I understand the atheist experience because I myself used to be an atheist until I had the God experience.
So where does one go to get the God experience? Is that like at Universal Studios, or like where do you go?
No, you have your life ripped apart.
Okay.
And it's just you and God hashing it out. It's like, why are you doing this to me, God? Why are you doing this to
Couldn't
me,
I
God?
just like walk through the desert and take some mescaline or something?
No, it doesn't work like that.
Are you sure? Because, I mean, I don't know. It seems like that might work, too. I'm going to try that. I'm going to spend an hour in the desert on mescaline, and then I'm going to go inside.
Isn't that what Jim Morrison did?
Yeah.
Worked for Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison was definitely a shaman. You can't tell me he wasn't. Yes.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Yeah.
Do you no longer want to be an atheist? Do you want to be a God lover?
No, I want to be a god.
Well, we all are God. We all are God.
No, I don't want to be part of some larger God. I just want to be God, like me personally and no one else.
But you are God. We are God's brain cells.
See, I'm liking God's brain cells. No. I don't want to be God's brain cell. I want to be God.
That he wants to be our God.
I am. No. I am the God of everyone, and you need to obey me.
The one God, the only God.
So, do you worship me?
He must worship you.
I worship you.
Wow.
I worship you because you are God. Everyone is God.
No, not everyone. Just me. Just me. That's all I want. I don't want anyone else to be God. I just want to be God.
Well, TJ can go and fuck himself because he's not God.
I am God. You said I was God.
That's true. You did
Can't
say
take
that.
it back. You're on the record
God.
saying I'm God.
So Patrick, I remember, several months ago, you went into rehab. How's that whole thing going?
Reptilians. Let's talk about the reptilians.
Oh,
Let's talk about the reptilians.
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about the reptilians.
Let's talk about rehab.
Were there reptilians in the rehab?
Okay, so I'm not going to lie to you, but reptilians visited me, and that it's not me. I'm crazy.
Okay.
Because in the DSM-5, in the psychiatric manual, spiritual emergency does not mean you're automatically crazy or schizophrenic. So you should stop calling me crazy and schizophrenic because I am not.
Okay.
And furthermore, when I was put in the mental hospital against my will, there's a law in Chicago where if you are considered a danger to yourself and other people, my ex-boyfriend, his mother did not like us being together, so she called the police and got the police after me.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying that I'm schizophrenic and I'm imagining these things. Like, I got arrested by the police for being a danger to myself and other people because she was making false police reports against me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you do see, like, reptilian entities and
Grays.
Yeah, and Grays
because I'm a fucking shaman, man. That's what fucking shamans do.
Right.
That's how shamans roll, TJ. Don't you just get
But
it?
that's also how schizophrenics roll. So, I mean,
No,
I guess...
schizophrenic. Oh, can I send you the video between bipolar awakening and shaman? Shamans Among Us. Read the book Shamans Among Us.
I have. I'm an expert in that book.
Well, I love you guys, and I love what you do, and I know that you think I'm crazy. And please quit calling me crazy. Please, can I beg you? Please quit calling me crazy.
I don't think it's going to make much of a difference.
I don't know if we've ever...
Yeah, whether we say that or not.
I don't know if we've ever actually called you crazy using that exact word.
Maybe we have.
I don't know. I guess we'd have to go back.
You have called me. Oh, okay, so I've read the DP Wiki where it calls me a schizophrenic and crazy. But I've been... Okay, so here's the law in Chicago where if someone calls the police and they say you're a danger to yourself and other people, they can get you locked in a mental hospital against your will for 5 days. That's what happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
What about rehab, Patrick? You made a lot of videos in rehab.
I did make a lot of videos in rehab.
Yeah, so...
rehab was great for me.
And you're still on the wagon?
I'm the sober one. I'm the sober one. You're the drunken peasant. I'm the sober one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no denying that.
Yeah.
But I love you. I love you guys, and I love what you do. And
We
I
love you too, Patrick.
everything-
So much.
And I love everything about you.
Do you love
And
every cell of my body? That's the question.
Yes, of course. TJ, he said he loved you. He said he loves every cell of your body, too. Come on.
I
So
love
you've seen...
everything about you.
What's the last crazy, otherworldly entity that's visited you, Patrick?
An Arcturian.
What is that?
Abraham has visited me. Abraham.
Okay. Abraham.
Like
You know,
Abraham from the Bible?
Or Abraham Lincoln. Which Abraham?
Abraham Hicks. Have you heard of
Hicks?
Abraham Hicks?
No.
No.
Oh my God! Have you not heard of Abraham Hicks? Are you fucking crazy? Abraham
Hey,
Hicks
stop calling us
Yeah,
crazy.
we're not crazy. Come on.
Oh, Abraham Hicks. Law of attraction. The only law, the universal law, is law of attraction. Law of attraction. You have to raise your vibration to attract the things that you want in this life. You have got to listen to Abraham Hicks.
Okay.
Abraham is the collection of entities that channels through this woman named Esther Hicks.
Oh.
And they are fucking awesome. They break it. They break it fucking down for you. They break it fucking down.
Wow.
Law of attraction. Law of attraction.
Okay. Thank you for that recommendation. I'm sure it's going to change all of our lives. I think that's all the time we have for Patrick. Patrick, you got to go, buddy.
Okay,
You got to go. We love you too, Patrick.
Okay.
We'll get an update from you in another year or so, Patrick. Hope you do all right.
you
Stay on
Yep,
on
and
that
there's-
wagon.
Yay!
Hey!
All right, and there's a link down below.
If you want to go look at Patrick's channel.
Yeah.
He's not crazy, okay?
He's not crazy.
He's a
and don't
shaman.
say He is. He's
Stop
a
it,
shaman.
Ben. Stop it, TJ. Stop it.
He's a shaman. He's a shaman.
I like how you're like, Patrick, you gotta go, buddy.
You gotta go, buddy. Yeah, Patrick did real good, kid. Time for you to go, though. I know we agreed on $50 for the performance, but, can't pay you. Sorry.
You gotta go.
I'm a real big
By the way,
guy,
everyone
so.
in the chat room telling us what to do, telling us to bring certain people on, telling us what to play, telling us to skip videos, we're going to ignore you.
Yeah.
So
Your words literally
don't
mean
waste your
nothing.
fucking time.
We don't give a shit.
We're not going to let a
bunch.
bunch of fucking people in the chat room run the show.
If you want to run a show,
Make your own.
Yeah, make your own podcast. You can do whatever you want. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Go ahead and do it. I
Yep.
highly recommend it.
All right.
Patreon Natra. Yeah, This segment's lame. Segment's gotten stale.
Skip this one.
Stale.
Next one.
Troll. Not a troll. Not a troll. Troll. Not a troll. Not a troll. Huh?
Oh,
Maybe. I don't know. Huh? I'm funny.
Is it a troll? Is it not a troll? Who knows? Who can say?
All right, here we go.
Hello everybody, Rain Florence.
Hi.
Welcome to my channel. Today I want to show
so
you
let's
step
see.
by step how I do a coffee enema. Yes, behold.
You're not even fucking listening, TJ.
Who
This
is?
video. This
Look
video
at
is
them
real.
titties, man.
This video is real interesting.
Look at them fucking titties, man.
We're about to watch the whole video before I can decide.
All right, what is she talking about?
I'll start it again.
You don't need to start
You were
it
talking over it, so we couldn't really hear.
Right, retard.
No, just play it.
Yeah, TJ talking over something? No way.
You never know.
Yeah.
Come on, Ben. Come on, Ben.
Hello everybody, Rain Florence. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you step by step how I do a coffee enema. Yes, behold the power
What?
of the coffee enema. Coffee enemas are great for detoxing your entire body. They target your
I
liver.
really hope this is
Our
a
liver
troll. If not, that's just crazy.
Coffee enemas are a thing, so nothing about it's too preposterous.
works hard every single day to clean our blood, and it has toxins that can kind of
Oh
get
my
stored
God.
in our liver,
Toxins.
in our gallbladder.
Toxins and buildups of
coffee enema helps
chemicals.
to purge all of that out. It's kind of like
Purge the
You'll
toxins.
shit it out
Cleaning house,
anyways. It's a
if you
waste of
will.
time.
What I like to do first is drink a couple bottles of water before I start the process.
Let's get to the actual part where she actually does the coffee enema.
Yeah.
So she's making the coffee enema solution
Neat.
right
Gotta
now.
purge the toxins, guys. Come on.
All right, here we go.
Oh, wow.
The next part, you just want to insert it into your bottom end.
It's educational, Ben.
She speeds it up because she had to work at it for a few minutes. All right, now she's ready.
Once you have it inserted, you just want to lay down and open the nozzle.
The nozzle,
nozzle.
is still calibrating. The nozzle continues to calibrate.
She just like, damn, this video's hot.
And then she shoots
Once
coffee
the
at her
solution
ass.
flows inside, it's just about 2 cups. So you should easily be able to hold it for about 10 minutes. That's what you're wanting.
Oh, okay, good.
I can see it running too. Fucking
Fill
coffee.
your ass with coffee, baby. I say not a troll.
You say not a troll?
Not a troll.
Not a troll.
Not a troll. The only reason I'm saying not a troll is because I know people actually do this.
Yep, they sure did.
Yeah.
And if I had never heard of this before, I would say troll. So yes,
People in LA pay good money for this.
I know it's ridiculous.
Need your coffee now.
Not a troll.
Not a troll. Not a fucking troll, ladies and gentlemen.
We have people in the audience fapping to a woman in a bikini top shoving something up her ass and shooting coffee into it.
It was hard to control my own fapping sitting over here looking at that.
Can't blame you.
I was like, oh, yeah.
Ben was able to avoid it because he already did it earlier because he saw the
Right.
video before. Come on, so.
It's even hotter when they're just drinking coffee when it comes up the front side.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Nah, that's perverse. You're sick, Ben.
Yeah.
You're sick.
Oh, God. Fuck yeah.
Coffee in the mouth. Yuck.
$9.99.
Coffee is made
$14.95.
$14.95.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Drunken Peasants Mental Hospital.
It's open.
I think that was Patrick Coleman, the first one that they showed. That's kind of funny.
Oh, I guess we do call him
I
crazy.
guess we do call them crazy. Yeah. Crazy people.
Oops. Sorry, Patrick. We were wrong.
We lied, Patrick.
We do think you're crazy.
Hey, Patrick,
How could
we
we
lied.
not?
All right. Here is another Jenny McDermott video.
Oh, my God.
Another video of her accusing someone else of trying to fuck her or sexually harassing her or whatever.
Obviously, Ben. Come on.
Everyone does.
And this has nothing to do with getting views. This is just, she needs to tell her story.
The truth, Ben.
It's, and she was just too afraid to come out with it the years ago that it happened.
Obviously. Immense pressure.
Who was it this time?
Actually, do you want to take a guess? It's someone. It's an atheist on YouTube.
Okay.
That you don't get along with. Okay.
Is it Aaron Ra or something?
No, it's not.
I don't get along with him.
He has had long hair, but he's also had short hair.
Oh.
If I tell you anything more, you'll know. He's English too. I'll tell you that.
English. Man, I don't know.
I've given him so many fucking... I bet you someone in the fucking chat room would get it.
Is it Coughlin?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, man, my mind doesn't even go to that guy anymore.
Your mind doesn't go anywhere. Your mind goes like whatever is like
Your mind
currently
goes
happening.
Yeah.
Pizza, Taco Bell.
Coughlin kind of tumbled out of my consciousness, but okay. Coughlin did it. Yeah, because it's Coughlin, I agree this happened.
I will prove to gamers everywhere that I am a creature most worthy of leading their cause. I stand for honesty, integrity, and transparency in my corrupt behavior.
Planet of the
Follow me,
Apes.
fellow gamers. Follow me to victory. I am Bewildered Ape.
Wow, guys, mucho drama lately, am I right?
I
After
guess,
everyone's
I don't
favorite
know.
YouTube feminist that beats women.
We can hear the fan that you're using to make your hair blow. Just so you
Yeah,
know.
so-
Might want to put like some sort of noise reduction on there.
Yeah, and why even do that in the first place? Why do we need to see your hair blowing? What is the fucking magic of it?
Went into hiding for what we had hoped was forever. He recently reared his ugly head on Big Lundy's channel, where he commandeered the whole thing to not address the drama, only to talk about it without naming names and explain that myself and Bewildered Ape are terrible people, even though I'm the only people. He was waiting for a moment to come back and exact revenge on me for semi-outing him as a girlfriend abuser in a video a while back. Sequester Zone hung on to conversations we had way back during his drama with Extremely Boring and Archduchess, where I said that I thought I was being sexually harassed by Dick Coughlin and now intends to use them against me. Wait, I felt sexually harassed and he's going to use that against me? YouTube content creators are here for various reasons: cooking, makeup, cars, pushing a political standpoint, etc. Sequester Zone was here to teach us about philosophy. Ape is here to change the discourse. Witch is here to expose misogyny. Kalo is here to create a dialogue with the manosphere. And I'm here for truth. I'm here because people see what is meant to be normal.
For truth.
Hold on, what?
Yes. When I think Jenny McDermott, I think truth.
Yes. It's like
You can say what you want about her, but she always stands for the truth.
so many
Justice
lies
the
on
American way.
so many lies on YouTube these days, but at least we know we can always turn to Jenny McDermott for the truth.
Obviously.
Pure, unvarnished, unexaggerated, fair, and unbiased fucking truth.
She's like the real Fox News, fair and balanced.
Normal on television and in the media or in advertisements, and on the surface they try as best they can to reflect that, while underneath being something different entirely. I've seen hundreds of people a day throughout the years in my line of work and worked closely with many, and have observed that people portray what they think you want to see, and when you get to know them, they have this secretive and crazy alter ego. Everyone does. This is the true part of people, who they really are. For example, we see this happy-go-lucky, totally neutral armored skeptic character, but underneath he's a married man trying to hook up online and befriending anti-feminists.
I think that's been
who
debunked.
he really is. The rest is just aesthetics. I'm no moralist. I don't think that cheating
I'm
is
no
evil. There are no instances of animals that choose life mates. Maybe a long time ago you heard from a friend that penguins do, but no, they don't. Even our closest primate relatives have not been found to take part in this type of behavior. So why do we? Because we made it up. Marriage was created to drop incest and disease levels. It's clear that with high divorce rates that people can't seem to make
Jenny
the long-term
McDermott,
work,
expert
even
on
though
marriage.
they want to so badly. For most, it's impossible.
And
So
evolution,
no, I don't
and
fault
biology.
people for straying, but I do want truth. Here's the truth about Dick Coughlin. A while back, I was in a bit of a ladies' knitting circle with JJ Talks and Tainted Liberal, where we would basically text all day through Facebook. One day on Facebook, Dick Coughlin, who I'd never spoken to before, began to poke me. He messaged me that he started slow at first and began moving faster and faster to simulate sex. I joked back with him about it that it had been a while since I had a good poking.
So at that point, why didn't you say, sorry, I don't really know you and I feel uncomfortable, or at least say, or at least make a comment?
No, she even made a joke like, I haven't had a good poke in a while.
Yeah, I know. So
she was.
I mean, if you weren't okay with it,
She was an impressionable person.
Oh, okay.
You encourage
Who
the behavior at a
Coughlin was an
certain point.
experienced internet navigator, and she
An
was but a fucking victim.
An expert pickup artist.
Yes.
A master manipulator.
he
a
taught
deceiver.
Roosh V everything he knows.
Yeah, you know, and
Oh, yeah,
and
Roosh V is one of his
was-
disciples.
At this time, she was just an innocent girl that,
You're like,
you know.
He wants to be my friend, even though he wants sex immediately.
I noticed she has bangs covering her forehead this time.
I have no problem with flirtatious banter or men and women hitting on one another. If I have an
Yes, you
issue
do.
with the level it reaches, it's on me to state that it's making me uncomfortable.
Yes.
And if they
Yeah.
continue, then that is harassment.
So why
we
these
talked about
videos?
people on YouTube we didn't like, we talked about people we like, editing programs, and his show. Then he said he was
And
taking a few of my Facebook
cocaine.
pictures for masturbating. It was at this point that I started nodding off. I had worked a long day and had just gotten back from taking my dog to the beach and was exhausted. So I'm half typing, half sleeping. Then Dick sends me a picture of himself in his underwear. I say he should probably not do that.
Oh, no, Dick.
Why?
Well, at least Dick had some underwear on, you know, I mean. He don't want to see that picture. He want to see that
I
picture.
wonder if he has any more moles anywhere else.
Everywhere, Ben. Come on, me and TJ have already seen it. Come on.
You have?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
TJ's madly in love with Dick.
Dick Coughlin raped me once
Oh, my God.
while the
TJ,
Backstreet Boys played.
He's
can't
madly
believe-
in love with Dick. Coughlin, that is.
I had already mentioned earlier that I was still living with a boyfriend who I had recently broken up with. Then he sends another picture, and I say, seriously, he needs to stop. So he stops. We chit-chat more about YouTube in a friendly way, and then I ask him how often he does stuff like this and what it entails, because I'm new to using the internet to communicate with strangers, and I'm totally ignorant to this type of thing. He explains how it goes down,
am
and we
innocent.
move on.
I don't know. I call bullshit on that.
Yeah, I had
mean,
no
you're
idea.
you look like you're in your 30s. There's no way this was your first time talking to someone on the internet. I mean, like,
She was raised Amish.
did you not use AOL in the 90s? You know?
She was raised Amish, Ben.
Oh, I see.
That's a pretty convenient excuse. Like, oh, I'd never dealt with anyone online, any capacity, like, at all. So that's why I had no idea what was going on. I'm totally innocent, naive. I mean, I guess it's possible, but it doesn't seem very likely.
You're making my penis squeak. My penis squeaked
Squeak.
just now.
Jesuits.
Then I mention it in my lady group, and Tainted Liberal, who was in high school at this point and 18, says that she had a similar experience with Dick, but that with her...
So you were talking to someone with the name Taint in their screen name who had a similar experience with Dick.
Yes.
Okay.
Had a similar
Dick and
experience
Taint.
with Dick. Taint had a similar experience with Dick.
Taint and Dick were having a picnic. A picture picnic.
He said that he watched
A
her video
tainted
while
picnic.
masturbating to see if he could finish before she finishes the video. So we three discuss this and try to decide what to do. The reason why people wanted to impeach
We
Clinton for
three
having sex with
whores
Monica
were
Lewinsky is
talking
because when a
our
person of
shit.
power attempts to seduce you in the workplace, they are taking advantage of their special positions. In a sense,
Yeah.
this is thought to be rape. If a boss flirts
Yeah, it's
or
rape.
attempts to seduce
No,
a
that's-
lower-ranking employee,
that's
this
not
is
rape.
sexual
Yeah, it's rape,
harassment.
dude.
The woman
No, it's
can feel
not.
as if
Yep.
she's totally
That's
game, but there is a
nonsense.
power dynamic in existence that blurs the
If your
lines.
boss fucking
This isn't
comes
the-
up to you and is like, nice dress, that's rape.
No.
That is rape. because there's power dynamics and shit.
It's not even rape if they're like, have sex with me or you lose your job. At that point, you go to HR. And if HR doesn't do anything, then you call a lawyer.
Yeah, when you go to HR,
you sue the company.
HR's like,
proof.
all right, we'll do something about it, but first you got to suck my dick.
Yeah, sure.
Then you go to the police, and the police are like, all right, but you got to give me a handy if you really want me to investigate this matter.
Rules of feminism. These are the rules in a workplace, and myself, Tainted, JJ, AS, and Dick are all paid by Google. So, is this not considered a workplace?
No.
No,
JJ felt
No, this is not a workplace.
It's not a workplace. You're all private contractors to Google.
And there's no place.
Yeah, there's no place where we all congregate and like sit around the water cooler
Right.
and like have a boss that we answer
There's
to
no
and shit.
monthly YouTube content creator meeting, you know. No. You're making shit up.
Also, if you stop posting content, you stop making any money on YouTube. So it's like, maybe you just post it for fun or knowledge or whatever, but you still have to be a participant in it. It's not like you'll just, okay, I'm just going to keep collecting money or views if I don't post any new content.
We're defending Coughlin right now, aren't we?
No. Coughlin did it. He's a rapist.
She needed to make a video in which she discussed
Her
the
logic
harassment
is
that goes on
normally
behind the scenes
flawed,
on
but
YouTube,
because she's talking about
especially
Coughlin,
among
it's
men
accurate.
who claim to be feminists. She never reveals her harasser, Abaddon5, out of fear that she will get all of the harassment of his fans. After receiving a ton of online harassment from the fans of Armored Skeptic and Shoe on Head, I felt it was necessary to be honest and prove a point about the way corrupt YouTubers silence the people that they have harassed with their loyal fans.
Okay, do you have any evidence?
You were not harassed by Armored Skeptic and Shoe on Head. You made a very accusatory and inflammatory video towards Armored Skeptic. You provoked Shoe on Head, and then they responded.
Yeah, also, I mean, like, even the story you're telling about Coughlin, it really doesn't sound like he did that much wrong. I mean, like, he sent some risque pics. You said stop. He stopped.
Yeah, it wasn't like he's like, no, I'm going to send you as many as I want.
Oh, here's my dick again. Look at it. Look
Basically,
at
a
it.
woman
My
can
cock in
come
4K.
forward and name her harasser without being dogpiled. You can think I'm evil for doing this, but JJ and I are not friends. I have no loyalty to her and have my own interests in mind, which share the truth and work toward diminishing online harassment. So we decided that what happened with Dick
Diminishing
was
online
harassment. But before
You're
anyone
part of
went
online
public, I decided
harassment.
to discuss things with him. I told him about the girls and that we were talking about what happened. He said he wanted nothing to do with it and didn't message me again for a few weeks. He made a PM joke about being a harasser to me, and I took that opportunity to discuss things with him. He explained that he thought I was interested and that he never had said anything of that to Tainted Liberal and that he would share
Jump cut.
Bad jump cut.
I know.
all of their chat logs.
I mean, like, bad jump cuts happen and shit. I mean, editing mistakes. Like, my editor was pretty weird. I made this top 10 Donald Trump video, and for some reason, it replaced two of the numbers with number one. Like, number 4 was number 1, and another one was number 1 as well. When I went and looked at it in the editor, they were all fine, but for some reason, when it rendered, it fucked up.
It gives no fucks.
Then also times when you're doing jump cuts, like, it's easy to, like, fuck it up, but man, she fucks it up all the time.
Me as proof. I believed him, and the
You
thing
need a
was
better
settled
editor,
until
Jenny.
Sequester Zone decided to come back
Should
and
use,
try
like,
to hold
Premiere
this thing
Pro or
over
something.
me. I did feel harassed in the beginning with Dick, but once we talked, I felt better. I still believed I wasn't harassed until Tainted Liberal showed me proof that Dick had really made the masturbating comment. Now I don't know what to do. Dick tagged me in a post on his Facebook about him being accused of harassment where I came to his defense and said that he didn't. I attempted to explain the situation to his fans, but it felt awkward and I felt like I was doing a disservice to Tainted Liberal and to women everywhere who have been harassed online and been terrified to say anything.
And it's basically just wrapped up in this thing of, I want to end online harassment. This is just some petty revenge video, and we can all see that. This is so transparent.
That's kind of her shtick at this point.
It's so transparent that's like, I have a chip on my shoulder, and I'm always in this drama with all these people and talking shit about these people, but it's because I'm so noble and so good. You know, give me a break. The common denominator in all of this is you. The lowest common denominator is Jenny when it comes down to all these situations.
So to all of you watching, let me know what you think. This isn't
think
another
Scotty
outing
just
of the
did.
dark
I think
side
you're
of
full of
another
shit.
YouTuber.
That's what I
Coughlin
think.
is someone I genuinely like and admire, and Tainted Liberal has said the same to me. And for Sequester Zone, if you've made it here,
Thank you for watching. Feel free to comment.
What?
That was horrible.
That's her real voice, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, we've heard
Her true voice.
Yep. With the help of Brett Keane, she was able to unscramble her voice.
Brett Keane, audio engineer extraordinaire.
Yes.
Next video we've got here is a State of Daniel.
Oh man, it's been
video. It is everything wrong with Bernie Sanders.
Damn everything. He left no stone unturned.
Thank you, Seattle, for being one of the most progressive cities in the United States of America.
I'm sure you say that to all the other cities, Bernie. All of them.
No. Thank you, Dallas, Texas. Thank you, Birmingham, Alabama.
One of the most progressive cities in all of America.
No.
Yeah, he does not say that to all the cities.
Right.
He says it to Seattle because they're raising their minimum wage to $15.
And they are progressive.
Yeah, they have all sorts of progressive measures going on there.
If you do not listen to her, your event will be shut down right now.
Some people think this guy should be leader of the free world, but if he can't even control his own paid-for stage, how the heck is he going to hold his own against Putin or the terrorists in the Middle East?
Yeah.
So you're putting Putin and terrorists in the Middle East. You're equating the two of them.
Not only that,
totally different.
But yielding the mic at your event to some protesters that are pretty much part of the demographic of your own base. I mean,
also he's an old man. He's not going to be like shoving people out of the way or anything.
No.
I mean, like, he did not have to do that. He could have easily kept going.
Yeah, I'm sure he had enough people there that could have, forcibly removed these people.
Sure.
Yeah. Obviously, that's not the way he went with it.
I personally think he should have not yielded the microphone to them, but I can understand why someone of his beliefs would.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tell a woman that she cannot control her own body, that's extremism.
Actually, Bernie, being pro-life isn't about controlling a woman's body. It's about saving the baby inside her from being murdered. You want to give women the right to rip apart their own baby? Now that's extremism.
No,
By the way,
no,
are you
you're
saying
extreme because you want to tell people what they can do with their own bodies. Like, that'd be like me saying, you know what, State of Daniel, I don't think, your skin color is white enough to be an American. I'm just, I just don't feel that way. So we're going to have to do something about that. We got some bleach over here, and we'll just take care of that real quick for you, buddy. I mean, anyone could make this arbitrary standard of what's right and wrong. I mean, it's their body, therefore that's at our current time what we think is best. They should be able to make the choice.
Do
I mean,
those
obviously,
dead baby chunks look like General Tso's chicken? Anyone else?
Oh, great. Now General Tso's chicken ruined for me forever, thanks to TJ.
Don't you mean improved?
the baby is part of a woman's body? What if the unborn baby is a male? Does that mean that the mother is both a man and a woman at the same time? Get out of here.
Bernie Sanders,
You're missing the point.
From Vermont, Democrat, was challenging Hillary Clinton. And there was this...
Well, he's scientifically illiterate, so, it's just going...
I don't even think you need to put scientifically in front of illiterate.
Essay he wrote when he was 30 years old in 1971. It's an old essay, but he writes, a man goes home and masturbates his typical fantasy, a woman on her knees, a woman tied up, a woman abused. A woman enjoys intercourse with her man as she fantasizes about being raped by 3 men simultaneously.
Oh, the irony that the same man who wrote this...
Okay, I mean, some women do.
Yeah, not only that, if you actually read that piece, it's obviously meant as a piece of dark satire that's actually condemning that sort of thing.
Sorry, TJ. Checkmate.
Okay. Context doesn't matter. Intent doesn't matter. The only thing that matters
Let's
is like...
cherry pick what we want to put out there and prove he's an evil fuck and be done with it.
We could put this out there way, like 10,000 miles out of context.
Let's have Donald Trump or one of those other Republican idiots instead. Or Hillary. Even better.
Now has the balls to call pro-lifers extremists. Lols.
At the end of the day, you don't necessarily need a choice of 23 underarm spray deodorants or 18 different pairs of sneakers when children are hungry in this country.
Wait a minute. How exactly does an abundance of deodorant and footwear lead to childhood hunger? Back in the real world, the opposite is true.
I don't know. Why don't you show
More
a larger portion of the clip so we can see what the fuck he was talking about?
Of any product means more jobs, which means more wealth and less childhood hunger.
What you're going to have to do if you're...
That's so stupid. We have plenty of choices. We're one of the most consumeristic nations in the planet, if not the most. That has nothing to do with that. That's ridiculous to say, oh, there's going to be more jobs. What if they manufacture all those products in another country? How's it going to be more jobs for Americans? Just because corporations are making...
They got to be someone at the docks to unload all the boxes that come from China.
Yeah, probably more automated as is possible. I mean, look, it's just basically a joke.
Robot maintenance workers, then, you know?
It's just a joke to believe that technology is not eliminating a lot of jobs. That goes without saying. And to say that all this shit's made here, I mean, some of it's made here for sure. But a lot of it's made overseas, and corporations keep the profit overseas, and it doesn't equal more jobs. It's just bullshit. This guy's living in a fantasy.
Also, if a wide variety of deodorants was like saving our country, why would we have some of the highest rate of starving children in the world of like every industrialized nation?
Because TJ, their parents are just lazy.
And none of them are Christians, though, because we learned that from G-Man.
Yeah, there's no starving Christian children.
If you really want to grow the middle class, is say that everybody in this country, regardless of their income, if they have the ability, they're going to get a college education. And today I just introduced legislation that would make public colleges,
why the fuck
public
not?
colleges and universities.
Well, you're about to find out why.
We can spend $1.4 trillion on a jet, the F-35, that isn't even fucking combat ready and doesn't work. But we can't fucking pay for people to go to fucking get a public education, go to college. Like, there's other countries in Europe that do it. There's other places it's been done. What's so bad about it? Oh, no, they need to go massively in debt because that's the solution to our problems is more debt so more people...
So many people who are, like, buried under mountain college, you know, student loan debt, basically.
And going up way faster than inflation. Look, okay, number one most debt, most debted thing. Well, I'm terribly butchering this. The number one debts that people hold in the U.S. are mortgages, and number two are student loans. That's how much this has risen. People literally cannot afford to buy shit because, oh, you know what, if you want to get ahead, you have to go to school. Then you go to school, oh, guess what? You have to go really far into debt. And look, people are always going to say, well, I don't want to pay all this money for someone to get an art degree. I mean, I understand that, but look, it would be a lot cheaper to send people to school if we did it like that. It wouldn't have these immense costs on society. Look, how many people can't buy houses or are just stuck in minimum wage dead-end jobs because, oh, they have to pay this thing. They have to pay this $700 a month for the next 25 years for these private student loans. And our society just shoves this thing that you have to go to college, you have to go to college. Then it's like, well, how are you going to pay for it? The costs are going up so astronomically high. And, I mean, this is a fucking serious issue, and all we're just basically told is, nope, they have to pay more. That's the only solution to this problem. The status quo is always the best solution. The status quo, the status quo. That's all you ever hear from both political parties. Let's just keep this as close to the status quo as possible.
Tuition free.
While his goal is a good one, let me tell you something. When someone tells you that something is free, it's an intelligence test. And if you believe that something can be free, you're either so greedy you're willing to lie to yourself, or you're too dumb to understand.
No one thinks it's free. Stop with this bullshit. Oh, it's free healthcare. No. Everyone knows it has to be paid for. No one's saying, oh, it's just going to come out of thin air. The money will come out of thin air. It's been tried and it works better because then people can focus on getting education and getting ahead. Why do we want to fucking take...
I want to focus on getting some head.
Why do we want to fucking take people who are starting off in life and be like, well, the first thing we're going to do is saddle you with a bunch of debt? How's it going to make our country more prosperous?
Quit being a fucking crybaby, Scotty.
Oh, fuck you, TJ.
People want to go to college. They should work their way through.
They're fucking lazy. They're all a bunch of lazy bums. They can't afford $35,000 a year.
I met this inspiring girl who was stripping her way through college. I gave her some money.
Everything. The problem with everyone in America is, especially conservatives, is they have to see everything through, like, how can someone make profit? If someone can't profit from it, they just don't get it. Like, well, if they can't make money off, what's the point? As if the only purpose of human existence is to make money. That's all that matters. It's the only thing that's important. Healthcare some doctor has to have another yacht. Donald Trump even said it, people. Donald Trump said, what was it, the best day of your life, Cheaty, is the day you buy... the second best day of your life is the day you buy your first yacht. And the best day is when you sell it. And those doctors need to have those two experiences. Come on.
They have to. Otherwise, how can they truly be doctors?
Every tax dollar spent must first be extracted.
We need a movement which tells corporate America and the wealthiest people in this country that they will start paying their fair share of taxes.
Yes, as they should.
That's an interesting line, especially considering that the top 10% of earners paid 68% of federal income taxes, despite only
What about the corporations, Daniel? Oh, they don't have all their money overseas in places like Ireland and Netherlands and Seychelles and the Bahamas. They don't do that. Oh, and companies like GE that pay zero income tax. Oh, but these high earners do it. They pay tax.
Job creators.
Oh, the job creators. They pay capital gains taxes, Daniel. They don't pay 39%. They pay 15-20%.
Communism.
And guess what? At a certain amount, I think it's like $116,000 or $112,000, whatever it is, you stop paying Social Security tax, even if you make $1 million. And those people are fucking not paying their fair share. And people will say, oh, well, they're taxed too much. There's a difference. If you're a multimillionaire, is your tax bill really going to bankrupt? Is it really going to, oh, you know what? No, I can't send my kid to private school on a private jet now. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, your life must be so hard, having millions of dollars.
Why do you want to punish the job creators, Scotty?
They're not job creators. That's an incidental thing about them making more money. And most people they're making in the stock market. They don't create anything.
I don't see you creating jobs, Scotty.
Yeah, where's your job?
Yeah, I don't see you creating a job.
I wouldn't create jobs anyways.
Create a job
I have to start a business.
Actually,
create a fucking job, you piece of shit.
We started a business.
Create a job.
There you go. I created my own job. How about that?
Yeah.
Sweet.
But
this is garbage.
Yeah, I got it.
It was 0 for a while.
Oh, I don't give a
5%
fuck.
of all income. It sounds like they're already paying more than their fair share to me, Bernie.
We need a movement which tells
Every
Wall
person that gets a
Street
W-2
that-
in the U.S. pays taxes. They might get a refund, but it's just an interest-free loan to the government. People are suckers. Oh, I got $3,000 back. That's $3,000 you overpaid in taxes. So basically, the government had your money for nothing because they owed you money because you don't even make enough money. It's like, how wonderful. You're so broke, the main time you get paid is when you get a fucking tax return. Everyone's known people like that. They're happy as shit when tax season rolls around because, hey, you know what? I'm going to get some money back.
Do you remember the 2 times when George Bush was president, he did the stimulus package where, like, everyone got a check for $600 and then, like, married couples got a check for $1,200? And everyone was like, yeah, this is awesome. Everyone got a check for $600.
Oh, yeah, they love it then. When they can fucking spend it on a jet ski or fucking going into a nice trip or something or a nice meal, then suddenly, yeah.
Well, then Obama did his stimulus, which didn't just send people checks. It was like money allocated for certain programs.
Oh, that's not as cool.
Right.
You can't buy a jet ski with that.
You can't buy a jet ski with $600 anyway.
I remember when people got
you can.
Katrina money.
It's not one I would want to ride.
People got Katrina money for things like necessities and stuff. And I remember people at the time were going to buy diamond rings and 4-wheelers, and it's like, yeah, I like how conservatives, and these are mostly conservative people, by the way. They were totally fine with that. They had no problem with the government handing them a big fat fucking check, so they'll stay in Louisiana. Oh, it's no problem.
Let me stimulate you with my package, baby.
And that's the whole theory, but they're going to spend that money, so it's good, or they're going to spend that money on rent. No, they spend it on themselves.
Use my package to stimulate you.
When a bank is too big to fail, that bank is too big to exist, and we're going to break them up.
Why don't you say the same thing about the government, Mr. Sanders? A government too big to fail is a government too big to succeed.
The government's already broken up.
Yeah, you obviously failed your U.S. civics class, and also that's not what his personal beliefs are. He's a democratic socialist, he said many times, so he wants to strengthen government programs that help a lot of people. I see no problem with that. Are there obviously realistic compromises that have to be made? Sure. Is everything he says possible? I don't know. But to me, of the policies I want to see enacted, I agree with him more than any of the other candidates that are running.
Same.
Oh yeah, it's because your socialist self loves big government. The same government that, just so happened to bail out the banks, whether you like it or not.
Today,
obviously, he probably didn't like it.
Bernie Sanders has definitely never been in favor of big banks. That's pretty obvious. And I mean, but furthermore, when we're talking about this issue of the bank bailout, initially the bailout was defeated. Republicans ultimately the ones that passed the bailout, and Democrats, obviously, some of them voted for it too, sure. But ultimately, the big banks showed the real power they have. If they want fucking basically the government to be an ATM for them, the government will be.
Yet another reason that Bernie Sanders should be president.
Today, we send a very loud and clear message to the United States Congress, to the President of the United States, and to corporate America. And that is all of our workers from coast to coast need at least $15 an hour.
Sure, $15 an hour minimum wage sounds like a great idea, until a business replaces your job with a cheaper alternative. A robot.
Why wouldn't they do that anyway?
Yeah, that's going to happen regardless.
That will happen eventually, no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, on old auto assembly lines, there were way more hands-on parts of an assembly line than there are now.
Sure, technology does replace jobs.
Look, we live in a global age. They could just move the job overseas too, if it's possible. Oh, what about McDonald's? Like, look, they're going to cut as many jobs as they see fit because, hey, some jobs will be kept because, you know, people have a certain expectation. It's not like you'll ever go to McDonald's and it'll be completely automated probably within our lifetimes because there's a lot of people in our society that still don't trust machines. They're not comfortable with them, so they'll always have someone there so they don't lose that business. In 100 years, maybe not. 50 years, maybe not. But I think for the next 20 or 30 years, we're probably not going to see that until people who are totally uncomfortable with technology are just gone. There's still a lot of people in our society that are totally uncomfortable with anything technological. They don't want online banking. They don't want, fucking credit cards.
And they don't like clocks in their schools.
Well, that's obvious.
No wonder the unemployment rate is so high. Thanks a lot, Bernie.
There are two issues that are entirely missing from your campaign website, and those are issues of national security and foreign policy. Don't you feel these are issues that a president should be very concerned about?
Absolutely, Martha. And we will, in all fairness, we've only been in this race for 3.5 months.
Now, that's just a lazy-ass excuse. You're running to be Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Armed Forces. Foreign policy should have...
Alright. Donald Trump promises to, build a fucking wall and get Mexico to pay for it and offers no details. So I'm hoping there's also a State of Daniel video where he's talking about that and man, Trump sure is talking some vague shit.
Foreign policy...
I don't know if he's a Trump supporter or not, but...
Okay, but foreign policy is mainly, in my experience, what I've seen, reactive. I mean, obviously, when you become president, you kind of know this is the geopolitical situation in the world and the places the U.S. is present, which is a lot of places. But, I mean, under Bernie Sanders, I think you would see a totally drastically different approach. He obviously is not in favor. He voted against the Iraq War. I think he voted for the Afghanistan war. But, I mean, Bernie Sanders would be drastically different. He would probably take an approach you see more similar to, a number of other countries, in Europe or something like that.
Fucking Europe.
Because, I mean, he leans more like that.
Trying to turn us into French. France!
I'll be surprised I hear conservatives saying that if he actually gets nominated.
Should change his name to Frenchy Sanders.
Frenchy Sanders. Not Colonel Sanders, the only Sanders I like.
It's pretty fucking hilarious, though, because, anyone that's we can't become France has never been to France. I mean, things were perfectly stable, and everyone had...
everything's fine in France.
Everyone seemed to have a pretty good quality of life there. I didn't see one, in Paris, the biggest city, I didn't see one panhandler, begging for money, sleeping on the street or anything like that. I mean, I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
But
mostly gypsies.
Not even here in a drastically smaller city, I'll see that everywhere here.
Oh, yeah.
That's the American dream.
Been one of the first things you thought about, especially in a post-9/11 world where ISIS, Iran, North Korea, and many more are...
Oh, you're so afraid, Daniel. You're so afraid of every boogeyman out there. Oh, the Russians are going to kill us. Oh, it's going to be so awful. You're just a fearmonger. That's all you are. And you know what? And don't even for 1 second say something like, oh, you know what? You guys don't take it seriously. I take real threats serious. I don't take just every little bullshit thing you hear as, oh my god, I'm so afraid.
Yeah, remind me again how many times ISIS has staged terrorist attacks in America.
The only thing I can remember is that some guy in Ohio was recruited by ISIS and tried to do something. He was arrested by the FBI.
Yeah, so, it has not happened.
It will, though, TJ.
I mean,
on Sanders' watch, it will.
It might, but I mean, even if it happens once or twice, that's still not...
Who was president during 9/11? Who was that?
Was it Bernie Sanders?
It must have been Bernie Sanders.
I think it was Bernie Sanders.
It was Bernie Sanders.
The thing I hate this like post 9/11 world shit.
We're gonna smoke them out. We're
yeah,
tough. We're
I mean,
tough.
like, can't we stop using that now? Because from now until eternity, it's a post 9/11 world.
Yeah, like, did 9/11 really change that much? I mean, it did.
I mean,
but
it had
it's
big
PR bullshit.
How many years are we removed from it now? 14 years.
Yeah,
now?
I mean, like, we've been living in a post Pearl Harbor world
I'm
for
so
quite
scared.
some time too.
I'm just so scared. That's always the message with these people. You just need to be afraid. You should be so scared. There's so much bad stuff. There's terrorism in the world.
No, Bernie
All these bad
Sanders.
things are
Bernie
happening.
Sanders has his priorities in order. He thinks fixing the economy is more important than taking on ISIS, who has thus far not done much to us.
And they always act like, okay, if Bernie Sanders is president, for order one, disband the military. We don't need that. Disband the police force. Black Lives Matter is the new police force. You know, I mean, what do they think is going to fucking happen? Come on.
They think there's going to be like a terrorist attack. Like ISIS is going to blow up a fucking, the Washington Monument or something. And then Bernie Sanders will be like, well, let's just hug it out with them.
Let's hug ISIS.
We need to show ISIS that we love them.
Threats. Of course, maybe you're too embarrassed to talk about your foreign policy positions because maybe your solution to ISIS is free education for the barbarians.
That might be a good idea, actually. But,
Top 25 hedge fund managers made last year over $24 billion.
That's not so much.
25 hedge fund managers made over $24 billion last year. That is enough to pay the salaries of more than 425,000 public school teachers. 24 hedge fund managers and 425,000.
Yeah, I'm glad those hedge fund managers got the money.
Teachers.
A lot more.
So.
Okay. Sure.
Most
TJ.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you do all the homework assignments you're supposed to do?
Did shit in school.
Okay. Oh, a teacher's fault. Totally teacher's fault.
Teacher fault.
Yeah. It's teacher's fault for not making me want to do schoolwork.
No.
Move on. I'm not even going to argue this with you.
Yeah,
we're nothing to do with you.
I'm
having...
not talking about their indoctrination or need to exert some arbitrary standard of control.
They have to have control of some sort.
Sure, but I mean,
there's one of them, and
sure, of course, there was good teachers that actually could establish.
Well, in your opinion, okay, sure, I'm not even going to argue it with you. You have a biased perspective of education.
No. I think if you talk to most people who go through the American school system, it's not going to get.
Hey, appeal to popularity.
Let's debate this later.
If you talk about
this later,
the student satisfaction is probably
okay. Let's just debate this later because obviously it'd be a lot more.
And
it'd be a lot better if you
the
guys
results
could
the
debate
education system produces, I mean, statistically, not too great.
Okay, just debate it later.
Always exaggerating the power of the wealthy, aren't you, Bernie? Here's the newsflash. The struggles of the education system are completely uncorrelated to anybody being rich.
Let's just
the wealthy
teach
aren't that
creationism.
powerful. The wealthy can't arrest anyone or confiscate anyone's money.
You live in a delusional fantasy.
You apparently don't understand that the moneyed interests are totally in bed with the politicians in America, and it's all done out in the open.
Okay.
And things like Citizens United have just made them all the more brazen.
Well, let me ask you a question. State of Daniel lives in the U.S., right? I'm presuming this, right?
Yes, I believe he does.
Okay. Now let's just imagine this. Let's say he lives in San Diego. He wants to take a trip up to, Seattle. He wants to see the Space Needle. But, he saved a lot of money for his trip. He saved, let's say $30,000. He wants to take that, that ride. Oh, gets pulled over in a small town. Oh, I found all this money in your car. Oh, we think it's from drugs, but we can just keep your money now. In our society, literally the police can just take your money. And what happens to that money? Do you think, it's going to buy more equipment? As if police departments really struggle to buy equipment when they get fucking surplus tanks and shit and armored personnel vehicles. I mean, give me a fucking break. If the government wants to take your money, they can take your money. If corporations want to take your money, they'll find a way to take your money. You have no real chance.
Yep.
But do you know who can? Hint, you work for them, Bernie. Only the government can take people's money away. By the way, in America, everyone has the opportunity to earn big money. It's called the American dream. And that's the exact reason why you refuse to criticize the Clintons.
Have you ever read any studies on social mobility to believe everyone in America has the same exact opportunity? What a load of fucking horse shit.
Yeah, I mean, how many hardworking people have you known that were like, you know, I'm this really hard worker and I'm honest, I'm industrious, that didn't do shit, didn't accomplish shit because they're not part of the ruling class, they don't have those ties, they don't have those political connections. You know, I mean,
that's the vast majority of people.
That, you know, there's definitely an entry barrier for people looking to, you know, upgrade their class. All right, we're going to be taking a break, everybody. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
TJ's garbage.
Downtown, hobo on the ground, says he got a probe. No, I got my chode, but no, that's sick. If I want a dick, I can get a dick. And I like the metal cig with the little drip drip. Without the knob on the top and all the stickiness. And I know the satisfaction of a man, don't get me wrong.
All right.
And we're black.
Yeah, I think. Possibly. If we're not, I don't know what the fuck is going on. All right, so it's starting to look like we are.
Cool.
Yeah, I seriously don't know what could be causing the issue. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good.
Clearly a Jesuit conspiracy. Clearly.
The Jesuits.
Yeah.
The Jesuits. As always.
They found out we've been talking shit about their Brent Spiner clone, and now they're shutting us down.
Firing burritos at us right now as we speak.
Yep.
Sentient space tacos come to destroy the Drunken Peasants.
Luckily,
podcast.
I think Paul is out there fighting them right now.
He's trying to eat them all before they can get to us.
So
Godspeed, Paul.
Yeah.
God
Thank you, Paul.
fucking speed.
You're a real American hero, man.
So now we're going to go ahead and move on with the show. Like, all that bullshit didn't just happen. And we're going to move on. Here is actually a Laci Green video.
Neat.
By the way, I'm not going to close the chat because the shit that they're posting in the chat isn't real. Okay? So
Chat is an illusion.
I've seen everything they've been posting in the chat. None of it's real. Okay? It's not real. I've seen all the IP addresses being posted in the chat.
It's an illusion.
Okay? So I don't give a fuck.
It's a mirror.
So now we're moving on. Here's Laci Green.
Amen.
When comedians be like, they were so fat that they're that standing sweat fat. Crisco was coming out of their pores like a fucking Play-Doh fun factory.
My sister's off the charts. I replaced her pepper spray with silly string. Anyway, that night she got raped.
Wow, did you see that fucking face?
Yeah. But I was still laughing at the joke.
Oh, hi, babes. Let's talk about jokes. When I first started speaking up about rape jokes when I was in high school, a bunch of my friends were like, oh my god, Laci, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. The it's a joke line was just a way to make me shut up when I criticized them. As an
You know, I prefer jokes to when the punchline is just you spin upside down.
Jokes!
It's funny if I spin while it's happening.
I really want to be the arbiter of free speech in our society, so yeah. Let me spin around. Woo!
Nicole Arbor learned last week being cruel and then calling it humor doesn't make it any less cruel. A pile of shit with a bow on it is still a pile of shit. The most basic tenet of comedy is that it's supposed to make us laugh, right? A good joke can be clever, smart, uncomfortable, weird, biting, goofy, obnoxious,
Oh my God.
and yes, even offensive. Hitting the funny bone is a skill. And
Thesaurus, good job.
That is not the only definition of comedy. You can try to play it like it just has to be really funny and everyone has to get it and smile and pat each other on the back and no one can ever be offended or suffer or if anything bad happened to them in comedy. It's like if you watch Tom and Jerry or like fucking Looney Tunes, bad shit happens to them all the time. They get killed, they get blown up, they run into walls, they get sliced up into small pieces.
it isn't easy,
and that's
but you know what
offensive.
is easy? Being an asshole.
Sweet.
Humor is a type of
but there's
communication.
a difference. You know, there's a difference between telling a joke at a comedy club and then going to, or between a guy going to a rape survivor thing and being like, you know what's funny? Rape! There's a totally different standard there. I mean, obviously there's people who just use humor to be assholes. Sure, they're just hiding behind, oh, it's funny. It's a joke. There's always going to be people like that, but it doesn't mean everyone is like that. And every joke that someone finds offensive is automatically, it's out to get you. It's not good, fun, clean humor, so it's hurting someone's feelings.
All humor has an underlying message, and that message, whether or not we consciously process it, is the reason why we're laughing. Things like rape jokes, fat jokes, police brutality jokes that come at the victim's expense, that's a key, normalize inequalities that already exist in the world. People with less power are...
That's not how jokes work.
No, actually, they highlight those things, you fucking ignorant piece of shit. God, she's so stupid. It's just like painful.
It's not painful.
She's like they're highlighting inequality at their expense. No, comedians are generally revealing things that people don't want to talk about. So many people in America don't want to talk about race. Really,
you know what? I saw a chicken crossing the road the other day, and I wasn't even shocked anymore. You know, because that's just been so normalized by repetition of that joke. I just looked at it. I figured like he's going to the other side. You know, that's what he's doing.
Seen as acceptable targets for cruelty. So when we laugh at someone suffering, we're participating in a broader cultural phenomenon where we don't take those injustices seriously.
Is this a course called Bullshit 101?
But nothing should be off limits, the comedians cry. I am an American, and I have freedom of speech. I totally...
Hold on. It's not always Americans that say it. I mean, you know, it's not like... Yeah, and they do have freedom of speech. Like, what argument can you possibly make against that? They don't have freedom of speech?
Yeah, so freedom of speech is only speech you approve of or doesn't hurt someone's feelings, so who decides? Like,
well, what is she gonna say? Let's see, I guess.
Agree. See, I say all manner of offensive shit to the mainstream. I'm out here, y'all. Criticism doesn't mean that the subject matter is a problem. It's not necessarily the topic, it's the approach. If the approach isn't funny, then critics also have free
humor
speech
is
to say what they
Laci.
think. Just
You
like
cannot simply
any
just make
other
a
form of
statement
entertainment,
and expect
comedy
us to believe it. I mean, that's ridiculous. You're basically saying I have an objective standard I've set, and if I don't find it funny, then you're handling the approach wrong, and you can't do it, and you shouldn't do it. And it's all about the approach that, you know, which way does she want to have this? Is it really a matter of she believes in freedom? Because she clearly doesn't. If she's the way she sounds like she's going is, if she doesn't like the approach, then it shouldn't be allowed because it's cruel.
We just need to appoint her Secretary of Comedy, and she can decide what jokes are funny and acceptable.
She can stamp it. I approve this joke. You can use it at your next stand-up comedy routine.
Yeah, if you're a stand-up comedian, you need to submit your material in writing to Laci Green so that she can, you know, go through it with a red pen and cross out things and make notes and let you know what jokes you're allowed to keep, which ones you have to change, and which ones you have to excise entirely.
He does not have some special sacred immunity to criticism.
No one said it did.
Scotty, we need more pointless motion in my videos. The camera just needs to move around for no reason.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, and like it should spin, and like there should be like stupid effects that don't even make any sense.
That's all editing, really.
Yeah, it should all just be like that.
Tosh might think that rape is absolutely hilarious. Many of us come to comedy to have a good time, not to be reminded that other people...
There you go. Case in fucking point, you fucking psycho. People come to comedy to have a good time. And when motherfuckers like you are whiny ass bitches, you ruin it for everybody else.
Yep.
Ben got mad at Laci.
It's hard not to.
Send a very loud...
When comedians be like, they were so absolutely hilarious. Many of us come to comedy to have a good time.
Yeah, I know.
Be reminded that other people see us as less than human. This bigger comedy debate isn't about constitutional rights, which are robust. Well, generally robust. It's about what's morally right, which is not as robust. What we choose to say and do with our platforms, with the stage, with the mic, with the YouTube channel, with the Twitter account, with the TV show.
Do you believe that comedian that you showed earlier, who was, you know, he said he replaced his sister's pepper spray with silly string, and she was raped, do you believe that he endorses or supports rape? Or do you think it's more likely that he was telling a joke?
It's at the victim's expense.
Well, I don't really see how it's at the victim's expense.
It's at their expense.
If anything, it's a joke at his own expense, because he's, you know, basically saying, like, yeah, I did this horrible...
Oh! The poor man whose sister was raped, TJ. Quit mansplaining.
Well, I'm saying the victim in the joke. The target of the joke is really probably more himself than anything.
No.
I mean, she gets raped in the joke.
TJ, you just don't understand.
But, you know, who's the joke?
You're part of the patriarchy. You just don't understand. Sorry.
That speaks volumes about our character. We can punch up at abuses of power, or we can continue to punch at those who are already down. So how do you know which direction something's punching? It's pretty simple. Just ask, who finds this funny? Jokes by no means need to be universal, but who's in the group that's laughing? Are abusers, date rapists, the KKK, high school bully?
Yeah, because I see KKK members in their white sheets sitting at the comedy club laughing it up. And then, you know, of course, everyone that's a date rapist and an abuser wears their date rapist and abuser T-shirt.
They have their cards.
We'll be selling that one soon.
I remember the Date Rapist Club. You're just here, you know, just want to check out a comedy show. Oh, rape jokes are really funny.
Hi, I'm TJ. I'm a date rapist. I hope there's some rape-related humor at the show tonight.
Yeah, that'll be so funny.
Really hoping for that. If there's not, it's going to be kind of disappointing.
If the comedian makes
early evening,
three or
maybe.
more rape jokes, I might have to excuse myself to the bathroom to jerk off at the thought of raping somebody.
And they're suffering. It's mainly they're suffering.
Laughing with me? Who is being validated by the message that I'm communicating? I want to end by saying that it is okay to tell
that's the essence of humor is, you know, rigidly worrying about who is going to think what about what you say.
Yeah, we might not be the funniest motherfuckers in the world, but this person is the antithesis of funny. It is giving you, is schooling people on, this is the appropriate way to be funny. No, fuck you. I reject your arbitrary notions and your fucking subjective morality of telling me what we need to do and how to be better. You're more than free to say whatever you want and believe whatever you want, but it doesn't mean we have to sit here and go, oh, yes, you're so right. We can never offend anyone because that's not funny to offend people.
It actually is.
Even though Laci Green has probably laughed at tons of offensive jokes.
Colored joke. We're all learning. I've told messed up jokes. You told messed up jokes. We're all idiot humans. I don't think we need to handle this by burning people at the stake. That's so 1500s.
We're expressing ourselves,
I think
you
the
idiot.
key is to recognize and apologize. Don't let your ego get in the way. There are some amazing comedians in our YouTube community, and
Just
apologize to everyone.
I wonder how SJWs feel about Blazing Saddles. Do they think that movie's funny?
Oh, it's totally offensive.
It was written by Richard Pryor.
Do they get
offensive?
Maybe they give it a pass because of the era.
The era. Oh, kind of like how Christians give the crazy shit in the Bible a pass because of the era.
Yes.
I don't know about that.
Maybe.
in the world. They're making us laugh. They're giving us a place to run away from all the bullshit. And some of them are even changing the world, which is like really sexy to me. It just got really warm in here. Not everyone needs to reach that pinnacle of perfection and change.
Sounds like you're sexualizing people, Laci.
Yeah.
Why do you need to sexualize people?
You know, these guys trying to change the world, and, you know, I guess there's probably some girls on
And
there
you're
too,
just sexualizing them.
you know, yeah, why are you
fucking pervert?
Yeah, you know, they're trying to do something important, and you're just objectifying them with sexuality. It's disgusting, Laci.
the world with their comedy.
Sicken
but at
me.
the very least,
You need to
we can be good to
apologize
each
for
other.
what you
All
just
right, babes,
said.
let me know what you think down below. Subscribe if you haven't already.
Let me know what I think of down below. You got to show me. Send me some pictures. I'll let you know.
Oh my god.
It's just a joke.
Garbage as always.
Just a joke, you guys. Just joking.
No one's laughing, TJ.
Just joking.
No one's laughing.
All right, next one we have here is a video from Brett Keane complaining about how the Christian Fellowship sucks on YouTube.
The Fellowship of the Christians. We will destroy the God delusion.
Gentlemen, my name is Brett Keane from God TV Radio. Make sure you check out my gaming channel, Games You Love.
No thanks.
Including my Brett Keane Superstar channel and God TV
Brett,
Radio
you only need one
International.
channel. No one watches even.
You know, I've been on
Is this guy a
YouTube for
fucking
almost
lobster
11
now?
years now, since the beginning, since
Yeah,
the
he's pretty
point
red.
where...
Brett, there's a new invention out called sunscreen. You might want to consider.
He probably goes to a tanning booth like Hulk Hogan or something.
No, that's like never been in the sun, white boy burn. Like this dude never goes outside, so he must have like went to the beach or something, or I don't know. Maybe he fell asleep outside after he
Well,
ate
think
some
about
fast
this.
food.
Think about this. How fast can Brett Keane possibly walk? So, you know, he probably was just walking to like his car parked in his driveway, but he walked
true.
so slow that he got a sunburn on his way there.
Yeah, well, he's faster in the water.
One time, YouTube was just simply cat videos, gerbils running on wheels, and you would see these
No, it
videos
wasn't.
with cats playing
And it's still really
keyboards,
popular.
and the occasional news story copyrighted and thrown onto the internet along with copyright music that clearly wasn't very helpful for the music industry. being one of the first.
Bean.
Kind of like when you took a song that was already copyrighted and then took it and said that it was yours and that you wrote it. I don't think that that was helpful.
You guys have to remember, we're talking about a Pulitzer Prize winning novelist here. I mean, look.
One of the great literary talents of our age.
You know, they had Old Man in the Sea. Brett Keane's going to write The Old Man in McDonald's.
I would say that the Eternal Undying Love trilogy is probably the most influential work since Ulysses.
Yes.
Atheist YouTubers, my intention was to educate and teach. My intention was to kind of open the window so people could peer in and see that there's another group of individuals out there who are referred to as atheists.
There's another individual situation.
Brett Keane wants to educate you, everybody.
There's a situation with individuals.
But you have to remember, we're losers that came and run a Google Hangout.
To question the validity of God. That's what I was about.
No,
but one of my main interests was not just
saying
simply
there's no evidence for it, so they don't believe in it.
The idea of atheism being promoted or talked about or questioning the validity of the Bible, but also to socialize and to get to know other people. Try to find people I could identify with that I could perhaps, hopefully, become friends with. I promoted such YouTubers that are considered the popular atheists of today, like The Amazing Atheist, King Heathen, Thunderfoot, Pat Kendall, Aaron Raw.
Brett Keane built the atheism community. I promoted them. I gave the...
Brick by brick, he built it with his bare hands.
Let me guess, TJ, how did it go? Brett, you came into Brett's throne room and you pledged allegiance to him, and he's like, I give thee my blessing, TJ.
No, he was more like the Godfather. I had to, like, kiss his rings and shit.
Kiss his ring.
Yeah.
Popular atheist YouTubers you have noticed, such as Paul's Ego, confess and admit many times throughout their YouTube career that it was because of guys like me why it is they got their start, why it is they even found the courage to even make videos in the first place.
Oh my god, this is some total self-aggrandizing
A lot of them
bullshit.
But I mean, like, the reason that your videos inspired me to make videos was because, like, goddamn, this guy's got a following, I could do better than this.
Yeah, I don't think many people looked at your videos and were like, this is the pinnacle of entertainment. This is the pinnacle of someone come out there and spreading knowledge. I just had to emulate this guy.
I mean, I don't know what it is. It seems to me like at the time Brett Keane's videos were better, but maybe I was just dumber.
He was an early adopter. And look, the standards on YouTube 8 years ago were much lower. And the quality of content was so much lower. The bar was set so much lower. At the time, it seemed like Brett Keane's videos were perfectly acceptable. I mean, you've seen his quality has not risen much in 8 years.
Not at all. I would say it's gone down. I say it went... I mean, like, his channel was really domed the second he started getting on camera. He should have just...
That's true.
He should have just stayed a disembodied voice.
He probably would have been better off, honestly.
Did that because whenever I was an atheist, it made them want to be able to speak out and have a voice for themselves. Sad to say, nowadays, not one single one of these individuals that I promoted and helped find celebrity and notoriety on the internet have anything to do with me any longer since I've become a God believer. I have had one or two make...
Hold on. No, we stopped having things to do with you a lot, like way before you became a God believer. We stopped having things to do with you when you like continuously got embroiled in like drama with everybody. We're constantly doing like shady and disreputable shit, plagiarizing poems, plagiarizing songs. You know, telling lies about people, misrepresenting situations.
Well, dude, the problem with Brett is that he wants to discuss people. He doesn't want to discuss ideas.
And doxing people, too.
Yeah, he wants to do petty bullshit that has nothing to do with anyone in the atheist community really wants to talk about. No one wants to make videos about some stupid drama shit. I mean, yeah, sure, some people are guilty of it. You've done it, TJ. But it's always, to me, been like the lowest part of YouTube is we get embroiled in drama that has nothing to do with anything. Like... To me, it's like it's better to attack these issues that everyone's discussing. Like, Donald Trump is an idiot. Why? Because millions and millions of people are actually giving this guy credibility. I mean, some personal squabble between two people on YouTube, yeah, it might make for some good drama, but it's petty at the end of the day.
Petty.
Videos about me insulting me. downgrading me, belittling me, and even suggesting that they were going to end
Why
my
don't you
YouTube
take
career.
a fucking ounce of responsibility? Do you really expect everyone that sees your videos to just be like, you know what, it's all them and it's nothing wrong with you, Brett? You never take one fucking ounce of responsibility for the shit you have done. You don't own anything you've done, even when it's been demonstrated, proven that you've done something shady or fucked up or you know, doxed someone or DMCA'd someone. You still just go, oh, no, you never acknowledge it. You never did anything wrong. It's all them. You built everyone on YouTube that's big now. It's all you. And now they turn their backs on you simply because you're a God believer. You're so full of shit.
Yeah, Brett reinvents the narrative like every week.
It's his bullshit narrative to make himself feel better that he has no audience on YouTube and it just gets made fun. His highlight of his week is being made fun of by us. You're fucking pathetic, Brett.
7 years later, and here I am for the last 3 years, been a God believer.
Yeah, and you know it's bullshit.
But I can't say that being a God believer has been any easier on me. It has not been any better whatsoever. I remember when I first had my personal experience and came to the conclusion that I needed to
Your
serve
personal
God
experience,
and accept
the
that
most
God
flawed
exists,
bullshit
no matter
argument of
if
all.
I can explain every single thing in the Bible or every single suffering or pain or evil that happens in this world. I decided I needed to step forward because within my very entity, within my very being, I realized it was the right thing to do.
Brett Keane is a bean.
And for some reason deep inside
He's
me,
shaped
that
like a
I had
bean.
always
He's a
known
pinto
that I had
bean.
some kind of calling. I felt drawn. And it's one of the reasons why I could not keep myself out of debate with religious people and talk with them. Through the past couple of years, I found myself meeting a great deal of Christians and becoming friends with them. And they
So
were very
Brett's not
kind
getting
to
along
me.
with
They
the
weren't
Christians
just
either
interested
now.
in preaching to me or sermonizing to me or telling me that I'm going to go to hell repeatedly or every day or what I'm doing wrong and why I fail as a human being. Some of them cared very much about
I feel
me.
like Brett is turning into like some alternate universe's version of Santa where instead of bringing presents, he just like, you know, comes by and leaves his dirty like sweat socks on your fucking tree or something.
It's like we've pointed out with a lot of people. The one common thing in all of these stories is Brett Keane is always wronged by everyone else. Just poor
all
innocent.
the atheists wronged him. Now all the Christians are
Poor
wronging
innocent
him.
Brett Keane.
No, nothing of his own creation ever. It's always somebody else.
You know, he's just innocent, TJ. He's innocent. He's like a virgin little lamb. Just, you know,
Always
so
gets into
wonderful, yeah.
shit, but never of his own making.
No, it's never his fault.
To the realization that many of them would take a bullet for me. Sad to say, many of the good atheists as well as God believers that I knew years ago are now dead, or something horrible has happened to them, or they simply are no longer around because they came to a conclusion that I came to many, many times but just simply wouldn't give up, was that YouTube and the internet is not a place to make friends. It simply isn't a place where you can socialize.
Bullshit.
I've come to the point where it's just simply not that entertaining.
Bullshit, and even more bullshit. Okay, look at the studies they've done about human interaction online. People are more social now than ever. I think it's like, I read something like 20% of people who are now married meet online. So people don't form relationships online, friendships online, connect with other people online. No, Brett. What happens is some poison, toxic motherfucker like you comes around, befriends a bunch of people, and in a few months they all can't stand you and hate you because you're a backstabbing piece of shit. How hard is this to explain to you? And why don't you actually acknowledge some of our criticism of you instead of just cherry-picking shit? Why are you so afraid of actually discussing the real flaws of you as a human being? Quit acting like a fucking perfect little entity that just goes about and everyone's just attacking you and mean to you. That's not what's going on. Just be fucking honest. Is that going to kill you?
Maybe.
God, it's so pathetic. It's like he's 5 years old. Like, did you draw on the wall? No! TJ did
or
it!
Even doesn't even make me feel like I'm serving God anymore. No matter how much evidence I post up about God, no matter how much I talk about how God did for me in my life, I've come to this concept that most God believers, they don't really even finish the videos. And if atheists are watching, they've usually come over just long enough for the video to load up so they can dislike it and tell me to go fuck myself.
Yeah, the same thing you fucking do. What was the video we were covering for him the other day where it was so clear he didn't actually watch the video?
Yeah, that was true.
It was that atheism is unstoppable.
Yeah, he like gave like some totally inaccurate summation
He said that
of what happened.
that he was on our show.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. So you're gonna say that when you are clearly guilty of it? Get some fucking honesty in your life, you delusional fuck. I mean, come on, Brecky. This is a true appeal to you. Stop being a lying sack of shit about everything.
Yeah, just most things.
Yeah, just be like the average person. Make white lies up.
Yeah, like,
did you eat at McDonald's earlier? No, I didn't go there. You know, shit like that.
Make a video saying that you're going to have your last cigarette ever and then smoke a cigarette the very next day.
There you go.
Yeah.
Someone like that. Who do we know like that?
I don't know.
You know what, TJ? I'm going to call you out right now.
And then when people say, "Did you smoke today?" you'd be like, "No, I only smoked a cigar
I'm calling
today."
TJ out right now because we've heard this. You're a lying piece of shit. I'm gonna stop smoking. Okay, so then we go to Las Vegas. Motherfucker, chain
What happened
smokes.
to Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah. Then he says, "What happened to Vegas?" And then we get back. I'm like, "Have you quit smoking?" I
had a couple puffs of a cigar.
A few puffs.
But that's not. I said I'll quit smoking cigarettes, Scotty. It was cigarettes. Look at him smiling.
And then the other day,
he's so full of shit.
And the other day, I said to him, I was saying like, TJ, the reason you've never quit is because you quit. You just go smoke in secret, 1 or 2 cigarettes.
You
and go,
cannot
I'm quitting.
quit. See, here's the thing, Scotty. Here's the thing that you don't understand about this. Someone who doesn't want to quit something will not.
That's why I said to him. I said, you do not truly want to quit. I said you are just giving lip service and bullshit to everyone around you, and pretending you really want to quit. And I said, I have said this to him honestly. If you really want to quit, then just be honest and say, I really do want to quit.
It's your fault that TJ can't quit. TJ could do it, but his friends don't support him at all.
No, because TJ is fucking on this issue has betrayed our trust 1,000 times. And I just said to him, I said, look, either just say I'm a smoker and that's it, or actually try to quit. Because don't do this bullshit. I'm working up to quitting. You know, all these excuses. Oh, I'm trying. It's like, no.
Oh, he's smiling.
You know how you do it.
Ridiculous.
You don't go to the fucking goddamn corner store and buy another pack of cigarettes. That's not a plan in quitting smoking unless this is my last pack. We already know with you that doesn't work. Oh, this is the last one. Oh, tomorrow I need another last one. Oh, and another last one. You know what, TJ? You can make the argument all day long because each one is your fucking last one, you lying motherfucker.
So, you know, for the duration between cigarettes, I have quit.
Yeah. Give me a break.
Right now, I'm a vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Ben. Are you eating meat right now? Or
No.
Ben is not,
No.
Ben is not currently
Ben is a
eating
vegan.
meat.
Good
I
job.
am a vegan.
Congratulations on your new lifestyle.
Yeah, Ben.
Yep.
Until the next time he gets hungry. Ben.
I'm actually immortal also.
Oh, you're immortal,
Yep.
too.
Because you're alive right
I'm
now.
alive right now.
That's crazy.
I have never died, nor am I dying now.
Wow, wonderful.
Actually,
Ben is immortal and a vegan. That's great.
Wittgenstein said something similar to that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Wittgenstein.
So you're on Wittgenstein.
You just
level
gave Galen a boner.
Yeah.
Wherever Galen is, he's like, oh God.
Every time someone somewhere on Earth mentions Wittgenstein, Galen pops an erection.
Sounds like Liechtenstein.
So it happens like 3 times a day.
I like how TJ was like, I'm gonna vape. That's how I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna vape, and then vaping became smoking indoors. Like vaping is just what TJ does when he can't go outside to smoke.
Correct.
Oh, well.
TJ will literally smoke. It could be 20.
yeah.
It could be 20 degrees below. It could be like, okay, for people in other parts where like negative 20 degrees Celsius, and TJ will still like, you know what? I have to go outside and smoke. I'm freezing. I'm fucking free. I'm so cold, but I gotta smoke. That's how strong your addiction is. You literally will do almost anything to have it. And like every time we're going home from the show now,
That's the only time TJ will run. There's only a few times I've ever seen TJ run in his life. One was because
at the hotel.
Yeah, because there was like a balcony, and it was a hallway with like a balcony drop off.
Yeah, 10 stories up. Or
Yeah, and TJ first crawled on his hands and knees for half of it, and then he got up and like ran. I've never seen him run so fast. But then I guess also when you thought he had quit smoking.
Oh yeah.
And TJ be like, I'm just gonna stay here in the car while you go inside. I'm just gonna play on my phone. TJ would run as fast as he could in the wintertime
to a gas station,
to the nearest gas station, and then run back. And Scotty would be like, "It smells like cigarettes or something in here." TJ would be like, "No, yeah,
it wasn't that. You know what it was? He would be like sweating and like kind of out of breath. And I was kind of just like, what the fuck is going on?
You are like a fictional character. Seriously, like.
And then I'd be in my room and it'd be like, it smells like smoke. But I always just thought, oh, it's probably just some pan or something, you know.
Nope.
And then it was like, then Ben was like, man, you know, I don't really insult your intelligence, but TJ was clearly smoking the entire time. Like, and I'm like, that's
clearly.
fine. It's because, you know what, I've never been a smoker, so I just don't recognize the same things.
So it's like, okay, we're gone. We're out of the house for like 2 or 3 hours. We have a meal. We have drinks. We get back home. TJ instantly runs into the basement.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I actually caught TJ, though. I was looking for a comb. I was like, man, I need to like trim my beard. I wonder if she has one of those plastic combs. Go down there, open the cabinet up, pack of fucking American Spirits. And I was like, oh, really? That was funny. I walked up to him, hey, TJ.
Did he have that smirk on his face?
Oh, God, it was fucking hilarious. I came out the garage like, hey, TJ, I want to show you something I found.
Like that.
I want to show you something I found, TJ. Here's your fucking American Spirits. He's like, give me that back. And I ripped him up in front of him.
He's
like, fuck you.
Man. That must have been left over from before.
I said I was going to destroy them, and he lunged for the cigarettes, and I ripped them in half.
You lunged for them.
I'm way too fast for him. I just went, whoosh.
My babies!
You're like Gollum. You're like, my precious.
The funny thing is like, when TJ is smoking, he's like disgusted by it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's like,
he'll be like, this is gross, but he just keeps doing it.
Yep. I hate it. And then I get really self-conscious about my fingers smelling, too.
Oh, yeah, because I remember I pointed out to you, like, your hand smells really bad, and like, you have, like, tar forming, and you're like, oh, my God, you wash my hands and put alcohol on it.
Life is bad when you're a smoker.
You just need to fucking quit.
Don't smoke, kids.
Oh, yeah, you just need to quit.
Don't smoke.
And the only way to quit, TJ, is actually by stopping smoking.
Yeah, send your cigarettes to me, kids. I'll dispose of them.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
And then they will dispose of him.
Yeah. Very true.
And then reality itself will collapse because, as we established earlier, I am God. Patrick Coleman agrees, and he is a shaman.
Oh, yeah, TJ. So, you're running the FanDuel thing this week?
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to tell you I'm going to beat you again,
Yeah,
bitch.
we might as well talk about that.
I've got a few teams, actually.
Oh, I have a few teams, too. They're going to fucking destroy your teams.
I guess I can't really say who's on my team.
Don't say.
Yeah, you'll be giving up kind of an advantage if you do that. We have 47 out of 100 players.
I will tell people what my strategy is. Actually, I won't do that either.
Yeah, don't do that. What you want, basically, at this point, because I've been getting questions on this, even though I thought we've made this clear already. It doesn't matter if we reach the 100 players. Because we're a sponsor of FanDuel.com, listeners of our show get a guaranteed prize pool. And I'll show it to everybody really quick here so that you know, just in case you missed it before.
Yeah.
These are the prizes for the winners, okay?
Yeah, it's a $5 entry fee.
And you can put in up to 3 entries, so you could win 3 prizes.
Yeah, we actually had someone win like $90.
Yeah, if all 3 of your entries are in the top 20, you're winning 3 prizes.
Right.
Yep.
And we had a few people who did that last time. We had one guy that won like 90, and then someone else won the 75, and so I mean, a lot of people actually did win some big shit. I was actually at 6th place for a while, but then Monday Night Football pushed me down in the rankings, and I didn't quite make the top 20. But I hope I think I made wiser picks this week. So
I'm still gonna beat you, dude.
You ain't beating shit.
Oh, I'm gonna beat you.
I like it. So someone in the chat would say, "Stop talking about fantasy football. Nobody cares." Motherfucker, did you just see how many people we have playing?
Yeah, people do care.
Yeah,
and not only that, we care.
Yeah,
we care.
Yeah, like I'm legitimately having fun with this shit.
Yeah, it is fun.
So yeah.
Yeah, if you notice, if you listen to the last episode, we did an ad for it, and it actually didn't sound scripted at all.
It really wasn't. We just kind of like spoke.
No, we legitimately enjoy it. It's not just something we're saying.
Yeah, I mean, like
so play against us.
Yeah, I mean, like it's
asshole
cool.
that you made that comment. You don't have to play, but everyone else.
I'm not even just entered in the Drunken Peasants one. I actually entered a few other ones too.
Yeah.
I have a few entries in.
I entered like the big $25 one as well.
Yeah, I mean there are.
I don't think I didn't enter that one, but I entered a few of the bigger ones.
There are plenty of contests available. I mean, you can see, some of these.
Yeah, I'm in the
numbers here.
I'm in the
I'm in the $5 million one.
Are you?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in the 1 million.
But you see how many people are there,
and I'm in another one too. I'm in that $1 million Sunday NFL Rush one, and then I'm in a few others.
Yeah, so it's fun if you like football. They have other sports too, but we're mainly doing the football one.
Honestly, I would say even someone who doesn't enjoy football, but just maybe
strategy or winning.
Yeah, but
or
just
beating other
I
people.
mean, it's fun strategically. Honestly, like even a lot of the players I have are not players I have any personal interest in. They're just people I expect are going to perform well. So it's really about there's like a strategic element to it.
Yep. So FanDuel.com/DP. I think we have like 3 days left before the next round starts. It's a weekly thing.
Yeah, you got to enter each week, and you mean you don't have to enter?
You don't have to. You can skip a few weeks if you want.
Yeah, but I mean we're gonna do it. I'm probably gonna do it every week.
Yeah, we're gonna do it all the weeks.
Other fantasy football leagues have a draft, and once a player is spoken for, you can't choose it.
No.
Whereas here, you could have identical teams to someone else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty cool.
So it's a $5 minimum bet, and you can bet up to $15 total.
Yep.
For 3 entries. So let's see. Here's someone we haven't had on the show for a while. Alexis Tyler.
Found about a couple weeks ago, they done got around the damn fucking. So she said she was getting ready to have sex with him, right? He hadn't taken off his drawers and shit.
The drawers.
So the boy took off his drawers.
That's a very subtle way of saying underwear.
Yeah.
So when she seen that boy dick, this motherfucker started hyperventilating.
Oh, shit.
I said, what? I said, you did, you started hyperventilating. I said, what? You couldn't breathe out your stomach. The air couldn't go down to your stomach. She said, no, I had to breathe out my chest. All I could do was get some air in my chest, because I couldn't get it down to my stomach, because I seen all the dick that boy had. And she,
I don't think you breathe with your stomach. Pretty sure that goes to your lungs.
She couldn't breathe, TJ.
she looked at him, she said, you, what you gonna do with that?
So we clearly know the story does not involve TJ.
She said, not with all that. She said, please. Whatever you do.
Tan up some pussy.
She said, don't. She said, well, long and big. Thick and damn long. And she said she couldn't believe that young boy had all that on him. And I said, did you take it? She said, I was scared.
I was scared.
It's like a baby holding an apple.
So I told her. So while she was trying to catch her breath,
Or baby's hand, rather.
don't rush that all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't
She met
worry.
her dick quota.
I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it
What a
easy on
considerate guy.
Hey, girl. Don't you worry your pretty little head. I'm not going to rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it slow.
That could be the Dick Expressway. Gonna go the scenic route.
So, okay, I think I can take it.
I think I can do it.
So he laid down, and nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Damn.
It's like a perverted creature.
Jam!
Jesus! And he stuck,
Jam
and no, he
City.
stuck his cock
All
in.
got a dick up in that girl at one time and took her breath some more.
Took her breath.
Let me tell y'all young motherfuckers something. Y'all can't run and rush it around all kind of dick up in fucking older people like that.
These are senior citizens we're talking about. You can't just rush a dick up in them.
You know, they ain't young and
You gotta go
fucking
slow.
spry
You need
anymore.
lube. You need time. You need some fucking nice music, some
You know,
candles.
yeah, they need to listen to Barry Manilow and fucking,
Let's get it on.
Yeah, it needs to be slow and gentle, with the elderly.
I think you're thinking more Barry White than Barry Manilow.
No, Barry Manilow, dude.
At the Copacabana. Yeah, that's some sexy music.
Yeah.
Right
It
there.
is. I have
Does it
fucked
for me
the
every time.
Copacabana several times.
That's my fucking go-to sex playlist. Come on.
Yeah.
You got to give elderly people a time to catch their damn breath and shit. We can't take all this shit, Mike. I can't deal. I don't know if I can take no damn young
That's
ass
where
boy.
TJ met the banana. Yeah.
That's where you met the banana, really.
It is. I met him at the Copacabana.
Wasn't it in Atlantic City?
No. We don't talk about fucking Atlantic City.
I'm sorry,
on the show.
man. I thought maybe you met the banana there. I'm sorry.
No.
Are you sure?
The Copacabana is not in fucking Atlantic
Where
City.
is it?
I don't know.
All right, so we're going to move on here.
Crazy Craigslist ad!
Yeah, that's it, baby. All right, so we're going to move on with the crazy Craigslist ads. You want to take this one, TJ?
Xbox One controller for sex.
Great deal.
Male for male.
Buy me a brand new Xbox One controller and I'll let you fuck me as hard as you want. I'll do anything. You ask, as long as you can buy me an Xbox One controller, I'm suck you off, let you come inside me, anything. All I ask is a new Xbox One controller. I'm 18, small cock, and submissive.
There you go, TJ.
Well, that's fucking one way to get an Xbox One controller.
If one of our Xbox One controllers goes missing, I'll know what happened to it, TJ.
Okay, here we... Was it male for transgender? Is that what the T is?
I guess, maybe.
Into your sissy slut.
All right.
Okay.
I want to be turned into a sissy slut. Dress me up in lingerie or whatever you want, and I'll do anything you want. I'm tall, slim, smooth, 6-inch cock, and a nice round ass. I love wearing panties and sucking a nice cock. I can't accommodate, but can travel, so if you want your very own sissy slut, get in touch. This is serious. Clean and discreet, a must. Genuine ad.
Oh, well.
Genuine. Not like all
I
those
was
fucking
worried.
fake ads.
I was
on
worried
there
for a
and
minute
shit,
there.
man.
Yeah, this is too legit to quit.
This is for real, Scotty.
Yes, this is for real.
For real.
Okay, well, that's a grave concern on Craigslist, TJ. He's just keeping it real, man. I guess this one's mine. All caps. Get away with David? Yes, that's what it means. I am David. David right here. And I'm looking for a LTR. What is that? Do you guys know?
Lesbian, transgender,
Reeboks?
rhino.
Yeah, rhino. That's fine. Could it be you? Could we be missing each other? I am a very easygoing person, and like most people, work too much.
Yes, all easygoing people work too much and type in all caps.
Yes.
Don't go out much to be able to meet that special someone. Let's give this a try. It worked out once before. Apparently didn't last, though. I enjoy trying new things and meet new people. Not new peoples. New people. God, he's fucking brilliant. Very open-minded and want someone that is also looking for LTR. Nothing personal, but I prefer girls that are not overweight. Yeah, don't be fucking overweight. David has standards. I am not. I am about 137 pound, HWP, 29 to 50. Race is not important, but prefer light skin. So it's not important, but he wants you to be light skinned. Just don't be dark skinned. Are you able to relocate? We'll take care of you. You will have all my love. I do have one child. He is 15, but lives with my sister. Message me if interested for more details.
I think LTR stands for long-term relationship.
Okay. David, you do not have to put everything in cap locks, and ellipses are not really valid punctuation to end sentences. I'm just saying.
Yes, they are, Scotty. ...
TJ said. ...
Thanks for calling the all-male hotline. All males all the time. My name's Colt. It's nice to meet you. My name's Colt. TJ, I can be your big stud.
TJ's name is Magnum. This is Magnum.
What a lie.
That's the whole point, TJ.
I know.
Sorry you're so dumb.
massage you for...
Oh, by the way, I get a lot of great ads, but a lot of them have nudity in them. I can't use those, so don't even bother sending them if you have them.
YouTube definitely does not allow nudity.
Yeah.
So.
Sad.
Well, not nudity in this way.
Ladies, this ad is real, and I am looking for a nice, clean lady who would enjoy a nice, relaxing massage. I know what I am doing and really enjoy my work. No drama. Enjoy my strong hands on your tired body and feel the tension leave your muscles.
I like how saying no drama, it's like, if you don't say that, it's implied that you want drama.
Yeah, well, that is true, Ben. If you don't say no drama, people expect you to be a drama queen. Come on. Always have a problem, always, you're Brett Keane, basically. Come on.
I love doing this, and giving you the pleasure is what I enjoy most. I do it as a hobby, so there is no charge. Very discreet and very enjoyable for you. I would love to relax you, so if you love massage, write me for your opportunity to receive a relaxing, full-body massage.
What a benevolent person.
Real guy here, so don't delay if you are interested. Real guy.
I'm real.
Usually it's the women on the internet that are fake.
So
I am a mature guy. 56, husky.
So fat.
Average all around, nice guy who enjoys what he does. It is all about your pleasure. Free evenings and some daytime hours. Can host or travel. Please put relax me in the header of your email. Hope to hear from you soon.
I bet you this guy was trolled relentlessly.
All right.
No, man, how could any woman turn that down? Have a perverted fat guy massage me for free? Sweet.
Hungry mouth here. In shape. What is VGL? I don't know these acronyms.
I don't know them either.
All right, I'll start from the beginning then. Hungry mouth here. In shape. VGL guy. Hey guys. I'm looking for a hot guy with a nice package that wants to feed me. I'm 29, 5'11", VGL, in shape, DDF, safe, by MWM. Okay, motherfucker. Seriously.
We need more acronyms.
I
He has
know.
an acronym fetish.
He does.
I just want to read like the rest of the words as acronyms. Every now and then I get really horny and get between a guy's legs and give him a superb blowjob and nut licking.
Time for your nut licking, sir.
Superb. I can host or travel, so send me your stats and pics so you can get your cock waxed by my mouth.
He's his mouth full of wax?
It is.
Okay.
Get waxed.
My cock needs a good waxing.
Does he have like one of those like handlebar mustaches or something?
Yes. He's gonna wax your cock.
There's another talented cocksucker.
They should be on America's Got Talent.
America's Got Cock-Sucking Talent.
Discreet, talented cocksucker. By jock, college, married, gay. Male for male. Downtown, MPLS, North Loop. Looking to suck cock or swap PJs today. Downtown, I don't know where MPLS is. Obviously, Minneapolis, maybe?
Yeah.
Man.
Very good at it. He's very good. Also an awesome top here. Bi and married guys are cool. Looking for a lean, fit, muscular, hung guys. Me, 5 foot 10 inches tall, 175 pounds, 33-inch waist, 7 inches cut, athletic, talented cocksucker. And, was it neg and very discreet here? Please be under 45 years old. Pick and first email, please.
I guess the neg probably means like
HIV
negative.
Oh, okay,
I mean, like, shouldn't that go without saying unless you say that you're HIV positive?
No. Unless someone specifies that, you're cool.
Interesting.
You never asked me if I was HIV positive, baby. If you'd asked, I'd have told you.
I just assumed you had it too. I can't give you double AIDS, so...
You didn't have it? Sorry. There was a miscommunication. Oops.
Everyone has AIDS, though, so...
The nozzle is calibrating.
Sexy.
The nozzle is
God, that nozzle, man. Fucking nozzle.
Average cock here.
Average.
I have an average cock.
Average cock.
Average cock here.
Average cock.
The story of TJ's life will be below average cop. Below average. And the series will revolve around TJ's penile troubles.
Why is my penis so small?
It's so small.
Oh.
My wife hated me. TJ, the only reason you'll be married in the show is you had an arranged marriage where she didn't know beforehand. And unfortunately, she cannot divorce you. It's set in a time period where divorce is not possible.
Neat. Lucky me.
Yep, lucky you. You can be a used car salesman from the show, too.
Awesome. Is there any more ads?
No, that's all for Craigslist today.
Neat.
We have some more videos that we can play because we've got probably like a half hour left or so. So
bring them on.
All right.
Bring them motherfuckers on. Take on all comers. Just like this guy.
You'll take on all comers.
Yep.
that should be your next leaked video.
Take on all
TJ
comers.
takes on all comers.
Comers.
All right.
Get off your phone, Scotty. Miserable.
You're phone shaming him, TJ. Just like that video you made.
Yeah, don't phone shame me, TJ.
Get off your fucking phone, Scotty. That video doesn't apply to you.
Video applies to me, TJ.
All right, so here we go. Here's some retarded-ass videos from, well, especially this next one.
And when we see these threats, it really shines a light on the demonic and satanic and violent desires that these homos have.
Yeah.
These desires that they want to fulfill, the desires that they want to impose upon us. Do not think for a second that the Sodomites would treat us peacefully. Do not think for a second that the Sodomites don't want to commit persecution against Christians. I do not hesitate at all, to say that the Sodomites, and I say this with confidence, that the Sodomites would not hesitate to kill people.
Hey,
like
did you
me,
guys know that if you say something crazy with confidence, it's true?
Well, I mean, if these people really believe like the homosexual lobby and agenda is really taking things over, and their goal is for these sodomites to kill you, why aren't they doing it? Why aren't gay guys walking into, like churches and like wasting all Christians? Like, do you
This
support?
reminds me of the end of that propaganda film about the meat industry in The Simpsons, where they're like, "Don't kid yourself. If a cow could, he would eat everyone you love."
This guy is definitely a sodomite. Case in point, someone gave this guy a dirty Sanchez for sure.
Yeah, look
just
at
look
it.
at his upper lip.
Yeah, it's there for everyone to see.
Davis
should have wiped that shit off before you came here.
Kill other Christians, to kill anyone who is opposing their agenda. I believe.
Yeah, because as we know,
I still think
religion never.
I know I've said it before, but he still looks like the love child of Screech and AC Slater.
No, the church to fight against this evil. I'm not like these weasel sodomites who just want to, sue and to control people. But that's a whole other issue.
Yeah.
The point I want to make is that it's not about freedom. It's not about liberty.
Violent,
It's not about
systematic Christian campaign to rid yourself of this problem. Huh. That sounds an awful lot like you're proposing like genocide to me.
No. Just a pogrom.
equality. It's about none of that stuff. It has everything to do with submission.
Yeah.
And it's either or.
Submit
you either
to the
make
cock.
the sodomite submit to Christian morality, to the law of God, to the law of heaven, or they will force you to submit. There's no other choice.
As we all know, I'm sure this guy follows every edict from his big book of bullshit.
I've never seen any gay people trying to convert Christians to gayness. I've seen plenty of Christians trying to convert gay people to Christianity. I've known plenty of gay people who do consider themselves Christians, so it's pretty strange.
So you have to remember, this guy...
true Christian.
What if this guy made this video on Sunday? Or the Sabbath?
Well, it's not work. He's preaching God's word.
I don't know, TJ. What if he makes money off of it?
Well, that money all goes to anti-gay charity.
I don't know. I mean, and what if he has worked on the Sabbath before, I mean, we really would have to...
Well, then he has to be stoned to death.
He has to be killed, unfortunately. It's very sad. I mean,
it's not sad.
Even if he was gathering sticks, TJ, something as simple as that, you'd have to be killed.
I agree.
And has he ever had shellfish or swine or anything like that before? Has he ever had a pig,
He is a swine, so...
Wow, well, yeah, then it'd be cannibalism.
I'll tell you what, right now, there's going to be civil unrest over this issue. You're already seeing militias rising up to protect Kim Davis from law enforcement. Yeah, not a lot of people are talking about this, but you're already seeing it. Expect to see civil unrest over this issue. Expect to see Christians rising up and defying the law.
I hope they do.
And defying the law? Okay. So let's get this straight. When it was illegal, they have no problem with the law. The law is fine. It's fine as it is. We have to respect the law. And, same thing with illegal immigration. We're a nation of laws. We have to respect the law, and these people came here illegally. It might break my heart, but we have to deport them all back. We have to get rid of them. Then we're a nation of laws. Oh, it goes against Christian doctrine? Oh, then we have to defy the law. Civil disobedience. We can't be...
Well, let me ask you this. What's higher, man's law or God's law?
God done did it.
I would say
law.
Earth time.
God law higher man law. You lose, atheist. You lose.
Decrees of the state to fight for the law of God and the law of Christianity.
The state has found you to be obsolete.
Expect it to happen, and expect. I'm telling you, this is a message to you sodomites out there. If you're listening, expect to one day submit to us and to submit to the law of God.
Ooh, that sounds kinky.
She's like, fuck, really? God, that's awesome.
Sweet.
I'm a believer.
Here's the next one.
Then I saw his cock.
A 9th grader was...
I'm a believer.
Are you going to shut the fuck up or what, TJ?
No, I'm making...
Okay, go ahead.
I'm making my zany antics.
Oh, yeah. You're singing monkey songs. How fucking zany.
You're zany.
How fucking zany.
You're wacky and zany.
Singing monkey songs. I know.
You're garbage, TJ. Well, play the next video, Ben. Jesus Christ.
I was trying to set it up.
No.
But you're singing fucking Davy Jones shit.
It's not unusual to...
No, that's Tom Jones.
Oh, well. It's still Jones. Dun 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 dun.
So this next news story is about a 9th grader that brought in a science project to school. And something very strange happened as a result of it.
Yep.
Shit, the fucking audio isn't working on it.
Presented in fabulous no volume.
Yeah, so we're gonna move on for whatever reason. Stupid fucking video isn't playing. Here's Pat Robertson.
He's got a bomb.
This was founded as a Christian nation. There was no question about it. The Supreme Court, in about an 1892 case, said we are a Christian nation. Now, that was in the court dictum. We are a Christian nation.
Okay.
And what Huckabee said, the criminalization of Christianity.
The Treaty of Tripoli disagrees.
Later.
But okay. Yeah, the Treaty of Tripoli, which was written by one of the founding fathers and ratified by every single member of fucking Congress, said that explicitly that we're not a Christian nation. So
150 or 30, 40, how many years it is later, Christianity, the founding principle of this nation, is criminalized.
No.
You go to jail if
How
you
is it
believe in
criminalized?
God and,
No, you don't.
Stand fast for your beliefs against the onslaught
okay, then
of
why aren't the
secular
SWAT why isn't the SWAT team fucking knocking down your door and fucking pointing an AK-47 at your fucking geriatric old fucking lemon head? I mean, believing in God has not been criminalized. I've not seen fucking police barricades standing out in front of churches like no one's allowed to come here anymore.
And the flood that comes about with it. It's not a pretty picture, ladies and gentlemen. And Kim Davis
Neither is your face.
Not exactly the champion we'd all want to stand
I
up
walked
for
in, I'm like,
belief.
oh, this doddering old fool again.
But nevertheless, she did it, and she's the heroine of the piece.
His head just keeps
there'll be
moving
many,
further and
many
further
others,
down
and the
in his
idea
chest.
that you have to go to jail, it just is appalling.
No. She didn't go to jail for being a Christian. She went to jail for not upholding the law that she was
Yeah, she should be impeached, and that's about the end of it.
Yep.
All right, next one is Bernie Sanders on Bill O'Reilly.
Personal story segment tonight. Just about everybody believes Hillary Clinton will be the Democratic nominee for president in 2016, but there are some on her left that may give a challenge. One of those may be Senator Bernie Sanders from Vermont, who joins us now from Washington. So, Senator, I'm not going to debate you tonight. I just want to get your positions on the record. I might give you a little jazz, but primarily I just want to know what you think. So let's start with number one. You are a socialist. What does that mean?
What it means is that we have a lot to learn from...
What it means is you a fucking God-hating heathen.
It's fucking hilarious.
Communism.
It's fucking hilarious that you've been calling other people socialists for years now. And now you're going to have someone that actually says that they're one, and you're going to ask them what it means.
So we've been using this word for a while now, Bernie. Could you tell us what the fuck it even means?
Yeah. We've just been using it to smear people, but we understand you're actually one, so we'd like for you to tell us what it is.
Democratic socialist governments that have existed in countries like Denmark, Sweden, Finland, Norway, where all people have health care as a right, where higher education is free, where they have a strong child care program, where they don't have the massive type of income and wealth inequality that we have in the United States of America.
All right, so cradle to grave entitlements, then, in order to raise the money to do that, in a nation of 320 million, because Sweden has 9 million, all right, you have to tax. So, I make a lot of money. Did you know that, Senator?
I kind of guessed that.
Yeah, I make a lot. So, what is my income tax rate under your administration? What would it be?
It'll be more than it is right now.
No, give me an
What he said it's gonna be more.
Yeah, it's like you didn't tell him how much you make, so how is he supposed to give you a percentage anyway?
Okay, it's no secret that Bernie Sanders would raise taxes.
Yes.
Especially on the wealthy. That's obvious.
Give me a,
no, I'm not going to give you enough. It's something that you have to look at and study.
70, 80%?
Well, we used to have, as you know, under Dwight D. Eisenhower, I think the nominal tax rates were over 90%.
Yeah, but you know,
the point is, look, Bill, you have massive income and wealth inequality. You got 1 out of 4 corporations in this country paying nothing in taxes. GE has not paid federal
But you got to
taxes
give me, as a
in
voter,
5
an
years.
idea of what kind of pain you're going to inflict on me. So,
well, you're not going to get it right now. That's a policy question.
All right,
you
you're
have
going to punt on
about.
that one. Okay.
Not punting on it. You're going to pay more. How much more, I can't tell you.
But if you want to run for president, you have to tell me. Okay. Now,
no. Why does he have to give you some 90%, Bill?
So basically, the criteria for being president is that when Bill O'Reilly asks you to figure out his taxes for him under your administration, you have to have the exact answer.
Here's an amazing idea.
Without knowing what his income is, even.
Well, here's an amazing idea. Maybe policy should be based upon realities. Like, we should look at, like, okay, if we want to implement these policies, this is how much it would actually cost, or we estimate it would cost this much, instead of just saying, no, it has to be raised to this percentage, just arbitrarily.
On that.
That makes no sense.
Okay. So Putin is going to seize Crimea. What do you do to Putin?
Well, I think, first of all, the lesson that we learn is that we don't repeat what happened in Iraq and Afghanistan, where the United States virtually did it alone. We are a tight global community. The entire world has got to stand up to Putin. We've got to deal with sanctions.
He said
we have to deal with
he doesn't know what he's talking about.
But
He's
the
a
entire
psycho.
world has got to
All right, so
take
you're
action against Russian
president.
imperialism.
You're President Sanders, and you bring in Merkel, and you bring in everybody else in Europe. You go, this is what I want to do to Putin. What do you want to do, Senator? What do you want to do to him?
Well, you totally isolate them politically. You totally isolate them economically. They have assets
give me
all
one
over
example of an economic sanction you would like to see.
Well, you freeze assets that the Russian government has all over the world.
You freeze them. You say, hey, any Russian money in U.S. banks, English banks, you can't get it.
You tell
that's pretty harsh. You know, Putin's not going to sit for that. You know that.
Well, international corporations have huge investments in Russia. You could threaten pulling them out. There are a number of things that you could do, but this is what you don't do.
All right.
You don't go to war. You don't sacrifice lives of young people in this country as we did in Iraq and Afghanistan.
All right, so Putin invades Poland. You go to war for that?
Hold on.
So you did that?
This is America. War is the first answer to every problem.
So you're
Did
saying
he say Putin's going to invade Poland?
Yeah.
What if he invaded Poland, Ben?
What?
Putin's coming to Poland.
The tanks are going to be rolling through the streets of London any day now. In the United States, under Bernie Sanders, will just be the ostrich sticking its head in the sand. Nothing
just
to
be
see
sitting
here.
on our hands. Bernie Sanders at the control room, just be like, Bernie, we have to launch the bomb. We can't do it.
Can't do it. There's nothing. The U.S. military surrenders to Russia.
I'm not a fan of Putin, but O'Reilly's talking about him like he's fucking Adolf Hitler and he's gonna fucking take over all of Europe.
Winter for Poland and France.
Well, that's a hypothetical.
It is a hypothetical, but I want to know if you're a pacifist completely.
No, I'm not a pacifist.
Okay, so if Putin pushed it and started to really roll, you might have to take military action.
Well, the issue, again, is right now the United States alone spends almost as much money, Bill, on defense as the rest of the world.
Yeah, because we're the ones that protect freedom. The others don't really.
But we also don't have enough. Yeah, I know, that's fine, but we don't have enough money to take care of our veterans. Our infrastructure is crumbling. Kids can't afford to go to college. So what we have got to do is work with the entire global economy and all the countries around the world.
Okay, but President Obama has tried to do that, and
global
he's not
economy,
very
my
far.
ass.
Now, your state is awash in
America
heroin.
stands alone, shining city on a hill.
Listen to this, your state is awash in heroin. Probably because of your liberal policies. If we just locked up every druggie, there wouldn't be any drug use.
Vermont, tremendous epidemic of heroin. So hard drugs. You punish people who sell hard drugs? Yes? No?
Absolutely. I mean, there's nothing worse than heroin dealers.
So you're not you're not soft on hard drugs. You're not a drug legalizer.
What I do believe is that the war on drugs in its entirety has been a loser. We got a whole lot of people in jail who should not be in jail.
Who shouldn't be in jail? Somebody who sells heroin? Somebody who sells crack?
Somebody who sells heroin should be in jail big time. Somebody who's smoking a little marijuana should not be in jail.
But there's not too many of them in jail. Very, very few.
What?
I think I've looked it up before, and like 700,000 people are arrested for like weed-related offenses in the U.S. Maybe it's gone down with states legalizing it now. But I mean, people go to jail all the time, all over the world, for having cannabis or weed or whatever you want to call it. That's not true at all. The countries where it's gone down are countries that are places like states that have dealt with it and said, you know what, this really isn't a pressing issue. That's where the crime and criminality has gone down. The states that continue to enforce draconian laws, it stayed the same or gone up.
Yeah, and by the way, kudos to Toledo, Ohio, being the first and only city in Ohio to completely decriminalize weed. 100%.
Light up, Toledo.
Yes.
Usually those are plea downs from major weight. Okay, so you're not soft on drugs. Last one. Under President Obama, median income in this country has fallen $7,000 on average, which is a disaster, and that's what the economy is all about. Workers aren't making enough money. How do you turn that around?
Under Obama, income has fallen. Like, okay, so why did that happen? Oh, we had something called the Great Recession, which, I mean, honestly, the policies go all the way back to Reagan. I mean, Clinton definitely has his share because he is the one that made sure they did not regulate derivatives, which had a huge part in the the mortgages and all that melting down. So, I mean, there's a lot of blame to be spread a lot of places. It's not so simple as Obama took the reins and it's like, income just went down. That's not how the economic systems work. It isn't just someone takes over and suddenly shit just goes from the, oh, we're flying high, oh, we're going down.
Yeah, the second Obama took the controls, we just started,
it was actually right before.
It was a nosedive.
It was like just a few months before Obama took control.
Vast oversimplification.
Don't try to rewrite history. Obama, the economy was great. Then Obama became president, and the second he was inaugurated, the economy tanked.
At the beginning of the presidential election, when they finally decided who the two candidates were, the economy was good, and it wasn't even, well, it wasn't great, but it was enough to where it was hardly even an issue politically. Usually, like, foreign policy shit was more important at that point.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, the economy took a huge dive. The Dow Jones sank, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of points.
Yeah, financial firms just went belly up. Like Lehman Brothers is the famous one.
And then all
AIG.
of a sudden, it became, an economic election.
Oh, yeah, very quickly.
Question. And that's ultimately the most important question, Bill, because the middle class of America is collapsing, has been collapsing for 30 years. It's silly to just blame this on Obama. Middle class is collapsing, poverty is up, and the rich are doing phenomenally well. What do? What you do is say that in America we're going to rebuild our crumbling infrastructure, and by doing that we're going to create millions of jobs.
Trump is going to build bridges.
Minimum wage like FDR, massive public works, put everybody to work, the government pays.
I heard that on the side of the wall that's facing Mexico, Donald Trump, being the amazing president that he actually is going to make that wall the world's longest Taco Bell location.
That's wonderful.
Facing Mexico so that Mexicans can know what real Mexican food tastes like in a free country where we have real freedom.
I'm against the wall for Mexico, but I am totally in favor of the wall for Canada. We need to get on building that right of way. Look, Bernie Sanders.
Militarize the northern border.
We're going to make that one to Tim Hortons because Tim Hortons, the great American company that it is.
Oh, yeah.
We want to share it with the Canadians so they know.
But I mean, look, Vermont borders Canada. Bernie Sanders knows firsthand the scourge that is just basically barely contained by our borders.
That's why all those heroin junkies.
I know you Canadians are behind
from Canada.
You Canadians are behind on the times, but I'll let you guys know we have this really awesome food. It's called poutine, and we're going to share it with you, along with this sport called ice hockey that we are the greatest in the world at.
Yes,
and we'll share our secrets with you.
We invented it for sure.
Yes.
I think it was invented in like Florida or something.
One of these days, you guys might even be good at it. Probably not.
Nah, I'll get carried away.
Probably.
Bill, our infrastructure is collapsing.
I'm not arguing with you, Senator. I'm trying to clarify. I'm not arguing with you.
You invest in your infrastructure, and that's the fastest way to create decent paying jobs.
Okay,
Bridges, roads.
So it's like the Tennessee Valley Authority, the Sanders Valley Authority. We're going to get a big, everybody's going to get a job working to rebuild the infrastructure.
No, it's not just working for the government. You can have private sector jobs as well. But the point is, when real unemployment today is...
Oh, Scotty, you'll never believe this. We have Canadians in the chat room claiming that Tim Hortons is theirs.
What?
I don't know about that.
Those scumfucks.
See lots of Tim Hortons around here.
You need to study your fucking history.
Yes.
Tim Horton was a great American hero who fought valiantly against Canadians.
He crossed Lake Ontario to downtown Toronto and single-handedly burnt down the CN Tower.
Yes. That is all true.
Which is where we know the Canadian government does all of its operations.
Of course.
We burnt down the fucking CN Tower, and I learned that in grade school history.
Yeah, I mean, look, you guys can try to claim Tim Hortons for yourself, but look, there are a lot of Tim Hortons in Canada. That's only a sign of our imperialistic we've coming out. Like, we've conquered. You're a conquered people. You go there and give Americans your money. Your funny Canadian money. It's worth, like, what? I think it's the exchange rate's like $1 Canadian dollars.
You're lucky that Tim Hortons even takes that fucking monopoly shit.
Yeah, they look at it and they're like, what the fuck is this?
You know, we take it out of, like, our good grace and our good nature, and you're going to sit there and say Tim Hortons is yours?
I know, but don't worry. We have bilingual people working at Tim Hortons so that they can understand Canadian.
Yeah.
Because,
it's the thick accent, all the boots and such.
And the A's.
And, it all bleeds together until it's just gibberish.
It's
just a phonetic nonsense soup.
So, Bernie, please start talking about the issue. Build the wall along our northern border. Protect us from these people.
Youth unemployment is at 20%. It is absolutely imperative that our highest priority is to put people back to work.
All right. But they got to want to work, and you got to give them an incentive.
They have to want to work. They're just lazy.
Yeah, it's not that there's no places to work, it's that they just don't want to.
Yeah, they're just lazy. That's always the thing.
Economically depressed areas don't exist.
No.
It's just lazy.
All right, everybody. We're back.
But we're going.
Yeah, we're going. We've received a lot of hateful messages from Canadians, and we know what, we're just like, tonight it's just too much. We're tired of these Canadians lying. We've had enough. I mean, even the Prime Minister of Canada is sending us a message, because you guys are a small country. I mean, there's pretty much like, 10 people live there or something?
Yeah.
Maybe 20.
All we were doing was trying to spread the truth. We were talking about the original Olympic Games in ancient Greece and how Americans won the first ever gold medal in ice hockey back then, and now, even still today, we've won the gold medal in ice hockey every year.
Every year.
Every year.
So you guys can be upset, that's fine, but the truth often hurts, but then you start accepting, what you know to be true in your heart.
Yeah. And you can't just keep knocking us off the internet to silence us.
You're sick.
They know the
You're
truth.
sick, Canada. You're fucking sick.
Yeah.
All right. You know, you're a country of fucking maple syrup drinking retards. No one should take you seriously. You're not even really a country. You know, you're basically just a big state where we send all the retards to think they have a country.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, it's really sickening that you would be so smug and condescending when you know that we're clearly superior.
In all ways.
And it's really just disgusting and discouraging, and we're not going to deal with this anymore tonight. So
Yeah,
fuck
so
you, Canada.
Fuck these guys. Fuck
You
the
know,
Canadians.
We
They're
would
liars.
be all about
They're
doing
losers.
the show. We were going to
You're
do the show.
losers.
We were going to do the show all night tonight, but we just but Canada just fucked it up. You know, so fuck Canada. And fuck anybody who loves Canada.
Yeah, fuck those people.
You know, anyone who supports Canada or thinks Canada should not be
They're a
destroyed. They're monstrous. They're monstrous people. You know, I just feel like everyone in Canada deserves to die. You know, and I mean, I feel like that's a pretty measured, respectful position to take.
TJ, you know, I mean, total annihilation of Canadians probably doesn't even go far enough.
You
But
know,
you're a measured man, TJ.
I don't even want them tortured to death, you know? They deserve it. They deserve it.
They do.
But I don't even want that to happen. I just want them to die quickly and painlessly when possible. But all of them, you know?
Man, TJ, you're sounding kind of like pretty liberal on this issue now. I mean,
yeah, you know, I mean, I used to be more extreme. I used to think they should all be, you know, tortured to death.
I don't know,
slowly.
TJ. You sound like you sound like a Canadian sympathizer there. I'm going to have to send you up there.
I've got a big heart, Scotty.
You know what, TJ? You sound like an honorary Canadian. I think you need to be deported back to your real country.
And in that moment,
no.
TJ's heart grew 5 times its regular size.
Wasn't that special?
You know, all right, we could torture him, I guess.
All right, thanks, TJ.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I was at risk of
Yeah,
being
you were at
a
risk.
Canadian sympathizer.
Yes, you were.
All right, torture all the fucks to death.
All right, thank you.
Every man, woman, and child in Canada should be brutally and horribly tortured to death, and that is the official position of at least TJ and Scotty of the Drunken Peasants. Ben might be more of a pussy on the issue. I don't know. That's for him to decide. But that's where me and Scotty stand. Torture all Canadians to death brutally and horribly.
I like how people in the chat room are posting that our internet is garbage when, I mean, like, I can sit here all day, every day, not doing a show, and never have an internet problem. Yeah, I mean, put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Put 2 and 2 and 10 together.
Yes.
I think the show is over, right, guys?
Yeah, we're done. We will be back on Friday with Kyle Kalinske.
Yep.
And, yeah, see you guys then.
Peace.
And we're going to get Bubba the Black Jesuit to lick his butthole.